plasticnews.com. All the latest from Hollywood, toys, gaming, comics, and anything pop culture. plasticnews.com. Don't forget the IQ. plasticnews.com.
He was the first person to say, we should put comic books in plastic cases and grade them. He told George Lucas to hold on to the merchandising rights, and 3 3/4 would be the perfect scale for the figures. When the owner of Playmates Toys asked him how to compete with the big guys, he gave him his extra copy of TMNT #1. He is the most important collector in the universe.
I don't always need a grail, but when I do, I go to holygrailtoys.com. Keep hunting, my friend.
Roll out.
Roll out is what you do. Hey, so you happen to be tuning in to probably the most definitive, well, I'll say definitive until someone else starts one, but the definitive Energon War Room, where we talk about everything Energon. We get into details, we get in tangents, we go off of the, you know, what we're talking about, we're going to do anyways. We go over everything we can, and there has been some pretty interesting discussions happening over a recent release of something. And so, you know, thank you all for hanging out here and for, you know, coming in to see us and just wanting to spend the time with us on Energon War Room. We have got a great show today. We're going to be going over, of course, Transformers, which we haven't done yet. We got Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3 to kind of dig into a little bit, but I think this is going to cause another conversation where we say, you know what, that's next time. But hang tight. Thanks for all popping in. We'll get to the chat in a second. This is Energon War Room, and we'll see you back here very shortly. That's a good intro.
Oh, I freaking love that intro, man. It gets me like
Makes me
go
want to
fight somebody's kid.
Makes me want to punch Autobots. Fellas, how you guys doing? How's everything going on your end? Anyone can go. I'm not going to call it out this time.
I always let Mr. Chat go. You can go first, my friend.
I'm
You guys are so
stellar.
polite.
I'm stellar. I missed seeing you guys. I missed talking some Energon Universe, or I guess now we can call it the Rugged Universe.
Yeah.
But I've been working on a new long form video, and it is the death of a real American hero in Sergeant Savage. And it goes all the way through G.I. Joe Extreme and Ginger Kent's whole nepotism with her people back in Cincinnati at Kenner, and how it came back around to Hasbro in '97 as the Real American Hero collection. But yeah, I've been getting myself lost in that, just editing. But other than that, doing great. This Sunday's Father's Day for all the dads out there, and you know, we're the unsung ones. So I'll be streaming on Sunday because I'll be alone. You know.
I mean, you know, I'll pop into your stream. We could celebrate together.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? Chad's here. I'm here.
Yeah.
Alex, how are you doing?
Doing great, man. Feel blessed again. Like I said, when I have an opportunity to spend time with, two of the greatest people that I know, it's always feels good when you pop in, man. So, hey, looking forward to this. Been enjoying everything else. Hashtag chat was right. Um, guess we are calling it the rugged universe. Hot damn, my camera already started messing up.
Yeah, we gotta get like an air conditioner for your camera, dude.
I don't know what's going on in Craigslist. It's not even that hot in Southern California, but no, man, just really feeling good, man. Love the stream, love the people's reaction when chat was right, and everybody else that wants to deny that wasn't. Oh no, that's not Energon Duke. And then you can hold a comic to that right up and everything,
I know. I put that story up. It's like, oh, it's not Energon Duke. And then what's on the cover of Volume 1? Duke with a beard in that exact kit. And it's like, you can call it whatever you want. Look at that. You call that anything you want, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
The only version of Duke with a beard is Energon Duke. And anybody who says that that's Resolute Duke, first of all, he doesn't have the elbow pads. He doesn't have the giant army across his plate carrier. And Resolute Duke had the same scar that Channing Tatum did because it was a throwback to the original 64 G.I. Joe. That is Energon Universe Duke. Look at your cover of Volume 1 and then stare at this.
Can we also talk about how he's like jacked like he is in Energon?
Yeah.
So
he's a brick shit house in Energon. Yeah.
Yeah, he's hold on. I think
I'm surprised they didn't give him the Band-Aid over his nose.
Yeah, actually. But that's something that a good customizer out there can take care of it for us.
Yeah, this is my favorite. This is my favorite part about people who say it's not Energon Duke. So this is the action figure. Okay, we all see this.
Yeah,
looks pretty close. But if you go back and you look at just like the end scene here, that's so weird. I wonder where they got the exact styling from. Let's see. Is it,
it's such bullshit. And look, I understand that, like, and this is the problem with. I'm going to do it for a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
This is the problem with being a shill, because your integrity is out the window. You will say what you're told to say. You will call that figure whatever they tell you to call it. I mean, call it My Little Pony Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, it's Fluffy Time Care Bear Duke. Well, B-Mac and the guy who doesn't know shit unless it's from a Wikipedia script says that it's Fluffy Time Care Bear Duke. So it's Fluffy Time Care Bear Duke. No, it's friggin' Energon. Look at that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, okay, if you want to live in your reality where it's not the same Duke, like, I'm cool with that, but also don't tell everyone else it's not, because like I'm not gonna live in that world.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, man. It's like, all right, you just had Josh Williamson and the artist for G.I. Joe that was on the week before. So we know that, you and Skybound have this.
That was painful.
Out books.
It was rough.
And then you get the next week, and then it's clearly Energon Universe Duke. And then you don't say it's Energon Universe. I mean, they scared they have to pay Skybound some extra money or something?
And then they don't show him.
Yeah. Oh,
and then they don't even show him. They're like, oops, darn. Once again, we screwed up our QVC live stream, and we're going to have to give it to old Chris McLeod over at Full Farce and have him chuck it out there.
Yeah. And the minute I saw that on the Facebook groups and everything, I just immediately was like, hashtag chat was right. It was like, and we laughed about it.
Again, with that whole tribalism, there's those really loud, angry, just butthurt, like, oh, well, he was right, so we're just going to talk a ton of shit and say that, one, no, they said it was Rugged Duke, and two, duh, every version of Duke is coming. Ooh, you freaking jerk. Blah.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. Well, man, I for one is, look, if you can't acknowledge
Energon Duke has a beard, Mo, I will fight you.
He literally has a beard.
every now and then, if you call it right, just give somebody their due, man. What does it cost for Jesus? It's like if the dude's like, hey man, it is okay. Guess what? Broken clocks, right? 2 times a day. Guess what? It happened. Let it go.
Wait till the others come, right? And then they start calling them rugged or extra angry Destro or super nice girl Baroness or whatever.
So I was curious about like what Commander Bly is saying here. Okay, so we know Hasbro owns the license, right? Now, would there be any kind of hesitation? And I because I love licensing deals. I think they're great. But I'm wondering if there's any hesitation calling it Energon Universe, because wouldn't Kirkman own some of that if they called it Energon Duke?
I don't think he owns it. I think that he just is the guy that, because if Hasbro does anything like Hasbro's always done, you can name it whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, they own that license.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking from like
Hasbro's. It's their intellectual property. I mean, the word Energon is a trademark of theirs. I mean, everything that Skybound and whoever else does, it's licensed to them to do it.
Oh, I know that Energon is a trademark of them, because back in like early 2000s, my friend and I designed an energy drink called Energon Cube or Energon drink. And we made it like little cubes, and we didn't even go to market, and we got like a cease and desist from Hasbro. Like, I don't even know how they found us. This was like before. So yeah, they don't mess with that. So
that's what you get.
Yeah,
I do love this comment on the screen because that's Super 7's open shit.
Now are we talking the Team America Duke? Is that the one that we're talking? Like which Super 7 Duke are we talking about?
Yeah, because wow, man.
Our good friend Jeffy says it depends on the licensing agreement and the rights and trademarks of using words.
Yeah.
Energon Universe is another separate trademark.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, so
Castle Grace Skull, what's up?
Good evening.
The sorceress is in the house.
Yes.
This person's talking to you guys, because if I see the two words "fine" and "gentleman" together, that's not me.
No, that's all. It's all thing is like we uplift all of our presence right there. Yeah, gentlemen, thank you so very much, man. Hope you have a great afternoon.
And Ken the Band is here.
There you go.
Oh, that's because he's not banned yet.
Yeah. Well, never on this. He's never banned here. He's always welcome.
Jeff, you need to put Ken in a timeout, please. He's probably just on your channel like, haha, you can't kick me. Look, something else I want to bring up. YouTube has been terrible with notifications lately. Terrible.
Yes.
I did I don't know, 3.5, 4 hour just members only stream the other day, and so many people were like, I didn't get a notification. It bugs the shit out of me, man.
Yeah, and also the same thing, we've been running into problems with the tags. For some strange reason, right before we go live, tags will immediately drop out. So they are going through a little bit of problems, but the notification, hey, best way to make sure you guys are notified, one, check everyone's socials, go on Chat's Instagram page, he puts his information up. Same thing with ours. Also, we've got the Syndicate Discord, so make sure if there's a situation you guys need to figure that out, and we'll start putting up, and we'll start also letting you know some of our friends on the channel when they are going live. We'll put that in the Discord as well. But
well, our good friend Mr. Laser Pantalonis from the 3COA is here. What's up, Ryan? Ryan, just so you know, that friggin' G.I. Joe Extreme little cannon thing that you gifted me, I took a picture of it. It's going to be in my next video.
Oh,
Stillwind's here. What's up, Stillwind? Where do we think the story with Prime is going in Transformers? I think you're jumping the the Sharkticon.
Yeah, I see what you did there. I don't have any drum sounds. Do we have any drum sounds in here?
I just got cheers, brother. I'm sorry.
No, that doesn't work.
I do. I'll move some assets.
Yeah. Okay, good. Laser Pants is so edgy. Look at that. A 4 and Eva. Chad, you
well, I mean, everything in Extreme, like if it's a C, it's a K, right? Chaos and Claw, they have Ks because Extreme.
Yeah. So we've spent a lot of time kind of digging into Void Rivals, Duke, Cobra, things like that, and then we decided. Good afternoon, Justin. We decided that hey, after talking with everyone before we ended last time, let's get into Transformers. That being said, it's kind of an all over the place to get into. So I think you could get into Transformers where it starts from Void Rivals. We could get into it from where it starts from Cobra. But I think what's most important is maybe we start with. I have the volume, so volume 1, 2, and 3. I have that ready to go, just as like visuals for us. But I do want to kind of pose the question right now. We talked about this last time where it was like this is the Energon Universe is really seeing like the stuff we grew up with in our childhood, Transformers, G.I. Joe, now M.A.S.K, kind of like the grown version of this. Would you guys, where are you guys at on does this have potential to be one of the best Optimus Primes ever written?
I will say up until like I think it got into the 30s. I was gonna say yes, but I don't know. I don't know after the 30s, man.
So I'm not.
Yeah.
So I think he's good. I just saw this as I was kind of like going through to see what was happening on all of the crazy social stuff, and there's an argument around this is probably one of the best Optimus Primes ever written, and I was like, that's an interesting question. I think you could argue it to a certain point, but I don't think it's held up as much as like maybe Megatron has, right?
Well, I can definitely say that I think this is one of the better versions of Megatron. I think they've actually accelerated his villain element. I think this is the best version. Optimus, I don't know, because of the fact is how they mostly write leaders nowadays, where they're all like, it used to be a point where they wrote leaders and they were confident, they knew where they were going, we followed them. And now they're writing people with complete self-doubt. And it's with Optimus Prime, we grew up in the stage where it's like, even in Transformers, the movie, he was blazing head on. It didn't matter. And this Optimus, after issue 30, he started to get, a little bit confused in the narrative about what he should be doing. He's searching too much. I don't think that is a level where you can be a leader at and lead men, robots, whatever you want to say. You've got to be confident in front of them, and he's seeming to be where it's not, in my opinion.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Oh yeah, brother. Go ahead. It's always your turn.
No. Hot take. Here's my hot take. There's this overarching thing with all of the Energon books, to include a certain masked person's cameo in G.I. Joe. They consistently write villains better than the heroes. I think Duke is probably the exception, but the rule, from my opinion, I don't know why we have to say that, right?
Yeah.
The villains are better written. They're more compelling.
Yes.
Than a lot of the heroes. We saw it with the Scarlet book. Like when Scarlet and Destro came out, I mean, the Destro book was great. The Scarlet book was The Duke book was good. The Cobra Commander book was way better.
Fantastic.
Like the villains in Void Rivals just kind of feel better. Like otherwise it's just like kind of an odd couple buddy cop sort of thing. And we, with like Jetfire cameos.
Yeah.
But it just feels to me that since we're specifically talking about Transformers right now, and, Chet, what you posited regarding Prime, I think that it's not that Prime is bad. I agree with what Alex said about like he just kind of gets like lost in his own bullshit.
Yeah.
He tries to be like, like the most chivalrous robot that ever chivalried as a robot. And it doesn't come across like he used to in that regard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
exactly.
because Megatron is so good. Soundwave, Starscream, they're so good. Like even when you first see Starscream in the Duke books, like where it's going to go with the Decepticons overall, and they are they're obsessed with just squishing people.
Yes,
and and then the coolest thing that happened to Prime, or that Prime did, was he put on Megatron's arm.
Yes.
So, and just my thoughts.
And that was fairly early too. I think that's the one thing that I've appreciated about the Transformers series going into it is there are remnants that if you watch the G1 cartoon, you can see similarities and things that feel familiar. And then they throw that right out the window. And starting from like, issue 1 of Transformers, like our fan favorite Transformer meets a complete demise within like the first 10 pages. And I'm like, all right, this is a fan favorite. Where do you really see that happen too often, man?
No, that's true. Yeah.
So, I do think the villain Starscream, I think they've written Starscream way better than I thought that they treated him in the G1 cartoon. He's like truly villainous. And I don't know if you could say maybe Megatron's equal, but I like to see that Megatron Starscream war at one point, because I do think that this is not the same guy that's basically going to bow down,
Yeah. See, Jeff says they keep making Prime unsure of himself. All we've ever seen is that. Give us the hero, the reason he leads.
Yeah, true. And I think that they do that a lot of times in modern media now, is that the leader is so
Speaking
conflicted. There you go, right there. Love when it just pops up like that. It's like it's meant to happen, but but they're doing that in, like, there used to be a point where all our heroes knew their plight. They knew what they needed to do. They never questioned it. It was A-Team didn't care. Whatever it was in the time, Michael Knight, whatever, they had their issue. They went straight on and they did it. Now it's like they've got to really think, do I feel like I'm the person that should be doing this? Is there someone else to make the call? And I think that just hurts the hero's journey, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I mean, like if you go back to like Optimus Prime, I think it was ID, modern writers can't write heroism anymore, at least those connected with Hollywood anyways. Yeah. I think if you go back to, I think it's IDW, like Optimus Prime written there, you understood why the Autobots followed him. So he, like, you knew that he carried the burden of like his leadership. He made the mistakes that he needed to make, or where it was just something that he would make. He had like inner monologues where he like questioned himself, which also built character as to like, why are the decisions being made that they need to be made? And I think that is a part that is, I think, missing, because that really made it feel like a statesman, right? Like, this is okay. I get why people would follow him. And I think in issue 30, Michael Bay Prime is like the 98 Godzilla movie compared to the OG Godzilla. That's pretty good. I think in issue 30 for me is where I'm here. I kind of stopped Transformers after Elita became Elita Prime, but it might go back. And that's what I was gonna say. Is like, issue 30 is kind of the biggest turning point of where you see a massive split of people over Megatron. And I think they lean too much into this. Like, I don't think it came off the way they wanted to. I think they thought that maybe they were writing this where it's like, oh, I'm noble, I'm selfless. It's like peak, but it didn't come off that way. It's like, why are you giving this up? Like, this makes zero sense. And so issue 30, we really had that split happen where people were like, I don't, and we didn't see it with Megatron. So it's like, why is it existing with like Optimus Prime? I think Energon Starscream's worst enemy. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No,
It's
worst
Duke.
enemy is Duke. Yeah. Yeah.
It needs to squarely go back to Megatron.
Yeah.
So I kind of looked at it from the perspective of, are they trying to like lay some sort of a groundwork with the story where they're doing like a new age of primes where there'd be more than one prime? So I don't know. I've followed enough of Kirkman to know that he'll make changes, and then you're like, what the hell? Like this is horrible. I don't like it, and then it'll pay off. So
yeah, that's exactly.
We'll see how it works.
That's what I was kind of thinking too. Is like this has to be a direct and I think smart pivot, because look, the one thing you want to do is you do want to build up a little intrigue, a little drama, little scenarios. I think the Leader One that threw a lot of people off. It's like, Leader One, come on now, and then Ultra Magnus kind of like taking a knee. And that's like not the two individuals that you think is like, they're not going to do this. Wait a minute.
No.
But yet, and so I'm like, okay, there needs to be that swivel needs to really pay off, because these are, look, when you're, Transformer fan or not and everything, Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus are the two guys that the world's just coming to an end. You want to see the both of them showing up. And for them to be like, no, Leader One's it, and like we're just gonna, like, what the hell are you doing here? And so I think that was the difference. And we've seen that split happen too, from when Daniel Warren Johnson stepped down, and then Robert Kirkman, because 25 has a completely different tone than the first 24 issues. While when the series started, I wasn't a fan. And I'll hit this up. You don't trash the leader by making him step down for a fembot. Cannot argue on that one, as long as there's no crossovers with anything else.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna star this, and we'll come back to it later.
Yeah, sure.
I know you know why, so
we do know why.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of comments. Everybody who's hanging out with us, there's a lot of comments that I'm starring, so we can just go to the chat at some point and just pay attention to all of you.
And want to thank everybody for these comments, because you guys are all equally, and that's the good thing about it. There is an equal lot of passion for this project, so that's when you're doing it right. Because if you're not doing it right, then people don't care. And I think that this is, look, Energon is not only, I think it's saving the toy industry, because I do think that this is a different line in the way they thought about how to actually get stories back into the narrative and make that, and hopefully the people in the toy companies will start producing stuff, because but this has saved a lot of comic book stores.
Oh yeah,
because I go to two shops out here, and everyone's like, oh no man, this thing is blowing up, and it's like we constantly are selling out of those books. Means a great amount of excitement. They said, "Screw BB, is Cliff Jumper's time to shine."
Yeah.
You know what?
Cliff Jumper, baby.
we don't even need to start this one, because that's exactly what I say. Look, I've always loved Cliff Jumper from the first saw him in G1, but like Bumblebee is supposed to be like, hey, this is your little buddy and everything. They totally eliminated the Bumblebee is riding with Optimus thing. They're like, again, 5 pages into the book, you're like, well, I wasn't expecting Bumblebee to get taken out.
I guess this is something different.
but Cliff Jumper's the boy, man.
But that's how you establish something familiar as being fresh. I mean, look what Resolute did with G.I. Joe. They killed Bazooka off screen, and it starts with Major Blood dead.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, okay, nobody's really safe.
Yeah. And I think when we're making new media and things like that, hey, what's up, Dirk? It's I think that's the case. It's like, look, it felt like it was the first 3 episodes more than meets the eyes of G1 for a certain part, when they crash the Ark and they're in there. And then, but then Jetfire shows up, and it's completely different than just Teletran 1 active earthquake / volcano. and just awaken him. Jetfire does it, and yet also it harks back to Jetfire's first appearance in G1 when he actually. So it's like they've done this masterfully, where you feel like I know these characters, I know this situation. Is it a bi-weekly or a monthly book? They're a monthly book. But that's where I think that's what worked for me as a person that maybe you've only watched the animation. You can still fit into this extremely well. You feel familiar parts where I kind of know where this is going. Oh, wait a minute, they changed this. So I think that's a good thing too, a familiarity with the material.
A lot of the foundational beats really lean toward animation. I mean, look at the stuff with Cobra Commander and Cobra Law.
Yeah.
I mean, they really like to say, oh, okay, well, you know, there's a lot of lore here, there's a lot of history, but remember that one time in animation when they did this? Yeah.
And I don't know, when I was not a fan of Daniel Warren Johnson's artwork, and I reread, and I started just preparing for this, and I reread, and I was like, you know, damn, I hate whenever I like become like a complete ass and you have to go back and be like, you know what? Wait a minute, this is pretty damn good.
I like it. I really like just the gritty feel that everything kind of has. And you know, as Chet's scrolling, whenever you see them firing weapons, like when Soundwave sets off his shoulder cannon and just that massive explosion, they do a good job giving a lot of weight to their weapons fire. So I don't know. I like it.
I ended
It's
up
supposed to be Picasso, you know.
I literally have, because Dan Moore's stuff I think looks very vibrant, very animation like. It's his own. But as I started going back, it's like the grittiness, and like you're saying too, the one aspect too is that it does feel more mechanical yet energy based in his drawings. Like there's certain movements and things he's done. There's a part where I think his switch with like Devastator, when he shows them, I'm like, oh my goodness, like it felt like I was watching like live animation while reading the book. It shifted so well. And then I was like, all right, so I glanced over this the first time I read it, and I didn't have a point of, but that's a good thing about artwork. You take time, you sit back, you see little nuances, and you have a completely different appearance. And I think the one thing that was, I like the establishment of the human characters, because, like, you know, I'm a huge Godzilla fan. Every damn time a human shows up in a Godzilla movie, the movie gets all screwed up. You know, you're like, all right, well, the movie was good until this happened. Same thing with the Transformers, where the Michael Bay movies and everything. The humans kind of have a hard time keeping the stories together. They usually are a little bit too more focused on their lives and not the actual lead. The movie's called Transformers. Not you know, this other character.
Not Shia LaBeouf screams Optimus for 2 hours.
But this one, kind of the setup is good with the Sparkplug and Spike and Kari, and then it all immediately shifts.
Brian, where you going?
Life becomes a mess.
Where you going, sucker? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But if
no,
I always want to say bye.
Hey, you're supposed to, you know, got to check in before you leave the war room, man. So
damn straight.
But that's where I think really surprised me is how well the human characters and their plight was equally as enforced and everything, and it worked well. And I was like, yeah, they did a great job between, you know, me caring about the Transformers and me caring about these 3 human beings. And there's a lot of things that happened where I did not think it was going to happen. Okay.
You better not leave. I'll take your wrench away. The writer for Energon Universe was also going to write in M.A.S.K as well as Gem. Well, M.A.S.K has been written into Energon for a hot minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, M.A.S.K has been around. So,
what would you say so far? And I guess we'll kind of keep it a little bit narrowed down into like the 3 volumes, because I think that's where everyone has the potential to get caught up. And fair warning, there are spoilers in this. So what would you say has probably been the most impactful death you've seen throughout the like 3 volumes? Because we've had a lot, right? We've had Autobots, we've had Decepticons, we had a major like human death, right?
Yeah.
So like where I mean, obviously, like the obvious one is like, okay, Bumblebee getting shot in the face right after he revives is like, okay, you know, and so then that takes you into like Starscream, but I mean, we've had a lot, right? There's been Ratchet, Hot Link, who else? Huffer, Jetfire. Like, I mean, we have.
Jetfire.
Yeah.
Mm.
What would you say?
Go first, Jet.
No, Alex, you please.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
I thought the most significant death, because I was not expecting this, was Sparkplug walking into the Matrix. I did not think that was going to happen, and I was like, "Holy damn! You're taking out the two mainstays of the G1 already." And I was like, I did not expect that, and I thought, "Wow, that's how you sacrifice a character and make it worth something." Here, because Energon is actually everywhere. You're absolutely right. It is.
Hell yeah.
Press your Okro.
Do you think
that's right, Justin? That's what I do. Sorry.
Do you think that? Sparkplug played? Do you think that scene, right? So if you go back and look at that scene, do you think that played on the decision to write in like Alita Prime and kind of like play with that mindset of like, oh, your loyalties to Earth instead of Cyber? Because right, Alita's whole thing is like Cybertron's our home. There's still like a crap ton of people suffering. That's the whole purpose of like her, like, and him stepping down. I feel like if you go back and look at it, you had this like, you had Sparkplug sacrifice, and then you fast forward, and now we're talking about, okay, Optimus just gives everything up. Like, do you think that played a big part of it?
Yes.
Okay.
It seemed like a close-ended question. I don't know. I'm just giving you a yes.
No, I mean,
I do.
It was a close-ended question. I mean, like, he literally, if you think about it, he literally sacrifices himself for like two things, right? So so I think it's just that if you can go back and tie it together, then you can see that's kind of what influenced Optimus to do it, I guess, in my opinion. Ratchet, because it pissed me off. Why do that? Why? Wasn't Jetfire brought back to life? Yeah, well, Ratchet's whole thing was to save Cliffjumper, right? So I believe that was issue 6 or something. So
like he says,
if they can recover the memory chips, then actually no robots die. LOL. Well, you don't know that.
You guys are pissing. You guys are pissing this one off. We said spoilers. Chet said it.
Yeah, Castle. We said
spoilers.
Spoilers.
I'm gonna say Jetfire.
Okay.
Just because I freaking love Jetfire.
Yeah.
In the scheme of Autobots, I think Jetfire is my favorite. Always has been. I'm gonna say Jetfire is my favorite.
Okay.
And I was not thrilled about that at first. So so Jetfire, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, I think you're right on that, Chat. Was that, one, we started with Optimus Prime and he steps on the deer. And he has a direct effect of like life and the cause that he's doing, but wasn't Jetfire brought back with?
He was brought back in. He was brought back in 27. I think that's Wheel. I think it's Wheeljack.
Spoilers.
Wheeljack repaired the Teletron one, I think, to bring him back in issue 27. He brought back a bunch of other ones too, like Brawn and Mirage and all that. So I'm fine with the deaths of any character as long as it's meaningful, moves the story forward. Also, if they kill someone off, they need to stay dead. Yeah, I mean, you can make the argument of why they shouldn't, but
but at the same time, that's go all the way back to the original Transformers cartoon, right? They had like Zombie Prime, and then he came back for real.
Well, and Jetfire was dead for 26 issues. He died in issue 1, and then came back in issue 27. $10. Bumblebee comes back as a Tesla. I mean, I don't know if he'd last long, but sure.
Here's a question: Are Transformers waterproof?
Well, if you go back to G1 cartoon, they were surfing, so I would assume so. They went down to Atlantis, so I would think
It's implied. Okay, we don't need to get specifics. It's just implied.
Actually, they're waterproof. Yes, thank you.
But according to the Bayverse, if you put him in the Marianas Trench, right,
There you
because
go.
it's so crushing, then that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's a lie.
But he came back anyway.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Remember, Michael Bay wanted to call it Teenage Mutant Alien Turtles.
Yeah.
So-
Thank God he never
What?
got to do that.
Yeah, before he was going to title it Teenage Mutant Alien Turtles. Jetfire is my favorite Transformer of all time. Heart and mind of a scientist, but never backed down when his friends needed him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see I disappointed you today, Chad. So
Yeah.
you're welcome. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think the beats
Look
on
at look at
No,
the
it's
time.
time to end. It's time
Yeah.
to end. Yeah.
I gotta go.
I think the beats that both writers have had so far have been extremely good for Megatron. Somehow Megatron returned. Somehow, I don't know. This is
Only
you know
if
what
it's Oscar Isaac giving that line.
Yeah.
Because like
you know how there's a point where being in I'm sure I think Jeffy's a writer, right? There's a point where they say paint yourself in a corner. There's always a point where you write and you intentionally know when a writer has like painted himself in a corner and then he breaks the rule that he's not supposed to bring him back. Yeah, we'll put him in a Marianas Trench. He can't come back. Then the next movie, like, oh snap, we need him. Okay, that doesn't work.
okay, look, that one panel. Well, back up, just right there where Starscream freaking boots Ravage.
I think Starscream was actually a pretty fun leader to read through.
Yeah.
Like I think in all honesty, for me, Starscream, like I was all in on him being like the leader. Like I was like, okay, this is entertaining. He's doing stuff like kicking, like it's great. So I think they wrote that. I think they wrote that pretty well.
Well, and then there's, Cobra Commander kicked a puppy, right?
Mhm.
Starscream kicks Ravage. They were both voiced by Chris Latta, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Which
but
makes you wonder if
as soon
that
as
was
I
in his
saw that, I
contract.
was like, oh, that's Cobra Commander kicking the dog.
Yeah, that probably is intentional now.
That'd be a good shirt, actually. Note to self.
Yeah, poor Ravage. I know. Yeah, the animals are not getting a lot of love in the Energon Universe. Yeah, but look, I think Starscream is probably one of the better characters. They actually changed his persona a little bit more. He sees himself as equal to Megatron. He always did, but he never really kind of was. And he's given Prime, while Prime is the leader of the Autobots, it's like Starscream is an equal to Megatron because he's almost basically Starscream took out a crap load of Transformers, Autobots, but the same way too, it's like he sees himself as worthy of the leadership.
Yeah.
For those who know Hector Ramirez, 6 Degrees of Hector. That's what we need to call it. Perfect.
Yeah, but
this is why I love the chat.
Yeah, I know.
Mother Slug says, I always took Starscream as the first Karen. That voice is like nails to a chalkboard.
Okay.
No, come on. It's Chris Latta, man. It's decomposed. What's up, Paul? Good to see you.
What's going on, Paul?
Okay, here you go. Look, $1 million idea. Starscream versus John Wick.
Mm.
There you go.
Actually, that might be pretty damn good. Actually.
John Wick in like Transformer form?
I think it's just John Wick.
Or just John Wick.
He would just take his eyes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duke
no, man. I'm so far. I think that everything that they've been doing with Transformers have been kind of like a little spirit. G.I. Joe's a little bit more of a little slower burn, and it takes a little while for them to get up.
Yeah,
I think Transformers, they just ran out the box and just kept them going in every issue. You're like, well, wow, what's going on? What's happening here? Like every issue has been. That's how comics were supposed to be written, like they were in the days. Every 30 days, you got to pick up that book because something may change within that month, or you may end on a cliffhanger where it's like I've got to pick that book up next month. They've done.
Well,
this
I was a couple issues behind on Transformers, and then the three of us, you know, as we're talking about doing this, and oh yeah, well, did you guys were talking about issue 30, and I'm like, no, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, when you get there, let us know.
Yeah.
So
Are you there yet?
Absolutely.
Are you there yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
But yeah, you gotta stay on top of that. It's like homework.
Yes.
It's enjoyable homework.
It's. I mean, I haven't really been. I mean, it's crazy because I haven't really been disappointed in any of the issues I've read across all of the EU. You know, why is Hasbro so infuriated with Geraldo Rivera?
Well, in the 80s,
infatuated.
He
Sorry,
like that big kind of reporter kind of dude. You know, he did open up Al Capone's vote for no reason.
Yeah,
the look on his face, man.
It is priceless.
It's so good.
Yeah, he did it live, and then he's like,
that was reality TV way back in the day.
Terrible.
Yeah, but look, I think if you're into the first 24 books, is kinetic. The artwork is kinetic.
Yeah.
You feel the energy. You feel like you're looking at drawn animation. It's moving, and then you get from Dan Mora. After that, yeah, Bill Dixon hated it. Yeah, well,
really,
or Buzz. I'm sorry. Yeah, but then you get to issue 25, and then the artwork changes, and then it becomes more something stylized, animated, like, and yet both of it flows right, but each one of them has their own unique talent. I think Dan Moore is very good at storytelling and situations. I think Daniel Warren Johnson ramps up the action, and you feel pages move.
Agreed.
I think it was cool. It's so like, I love this art style. It's hard for me to like not like it. I think it does something with my brain, but you can kind of see like the change in art, and then that also kind of changes the story as well, right? Because that's where I think Kirkman started writing at 25, right?
Yeah, he did.
Took over as the writer. Not just the artwork changes in issue 25, in my opinion. Yeah. So Kirkman had taken at that time too. Kirkman had taken over, which is where you also get the art change as well. But I mean, this art isn't bad, man. Like, this is a great panel. Soundwave.
I freaking love Soundwave.
Yeah, he's the best.
I have a meme in my phone that says, "Who is your favorite Decepticon and why is it Soundwave?"
Yeah. Also, like, I think as a whole, the team too, the lettering actually is. You know, I like that Soundwave has his own lettering box. I like that it's highlighted differently. I think they treated this not like just a standard book, but every character really does have his own individual voice. Yeah, it's really colorful. It is. The colors are fantastic too. The colors are bright and relevant and everything, man. Wow.
The way that they do, the one thing I appreciate is how much detail they put into it, because the way they do Soundwave's bubbles, you could just hear the voice in your head.
Exactly.
Which is great, right?
Yeah, you kind of can't. I mean, but look at that.
Yeah. Wow.
Like I was saying before, like the grit, the weight that they give to that. I mean, even like Laserbeak is sitting there with Starscream's eye just hanging out of his beak.
Yeah. No. He's again, I just think they did a great job of just the delivery of moments and scenes. Daniel, I love his double page spreads, because a lot of times people use that as just a trick image and let's make it big for 2 pages for no reason. Every double page spread or wide angle shot that he does, there's a reason for it, and it's cinematic in that.
Mother Slug liked Soundwave being a satellite in Bayformers. I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
I think in Transformers Prime he was a drone. I thought that was always cool too. So I like that he's had different iterations of his look.
Sure.
So,
but I mean, they can do that anyway. So
sure,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
CJ is asking, is there anyone whose favorite Decepticon is not Soundwave? Don't look at me. Good
Yeah.
answer. Good answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing.
What?
I think people were like, yeah, Megatron's cool, but have you seen Soundwave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Starscream's awesome, but do you also like Soundwave? I don't think. I don't. For me, it's never been a question. I know there's other Decepticons out there, but I just don't.
What's Soundwave's boss? He's got that voice. He's always got some type of, version of that voice. He's got his little, his little cassette squad.
Yeah.
And it's Ravage, man. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, I love Devastator. Devastator, he is my number 2.
Yeah.
But
combine, Devastator is up there. I would
that
say
bullshit Devastator though.
No, I have the G1 Devastator in my living room. Like that's my jam. So if it isn't Starwave, for me, it's Devastators or any combiner bots. It's like
I have the Jinbao Devastator, the fucking 30-inch one.
Oh wow,
cool.
It's so good.
That's probably
so good.
epic.
Oh yeah, I love it. Soundwave.
Wow. Well,
look, you gotta love this chat, man.
It is, yeah, absolutely. I would have never thought of it, but now that he says, I almost can't get it now out of my head now. So that's
a bummer that's a bummer that now I'm gonna have to think about that
exactly because I'm like, well, he does have a point there now.
Every time somebody talks about Stephen Hawking, I immediately think of Family Guy, where he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Crystal Clear says I was always more of a Combaticons fan. You're fired.
Love the Combaticons.
Fired.
Yeah.
Fired.
Again, they've done a great job with most of these characters, and the beautiful part about it is, even as they're like 32 issues in and everything. Nah, my favorite tape is Rumble. Oh yeah, Rumble.
He's charismatic.
Yeah,
isn't that Rumble? Charismatic.
Yeah. Also, I think it was, what was the episode? I think it was the first 5 episodes where it's the Dinobots and he just rolls with this this rhyme out of nowhere. You're like, Jesus, they just wrote so much good crap for these characters.
Oh yeah. Yeah, CJ, that studio series Devastators is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's on my list. I mean, my G1 looks like it's never been touched, so I'm excited. So it's hard for me to buy a second one, but I'm gonna buy it. I want it to be massive.
Yeah, I think one thing that we were talking about, I know we were talking about last episode, especially this Rugged Duke brought it up. When do you think when do you think the Rugged Universe is going to start, and will they start dropping some Transformers with it?
Stephen
Hawking. I almost couldn't get that out. I almost couldn't get it out.
Look, I'm already canceled. I don't give a shit. Let's go. Let's do it.
So, all right. So, when do we think they're actually gonna? Because there's a certain point. Obviously, they're starting to look into the numbers. Always, tell the truth of the story. Do we think in any way possible that they will actually start designating, other than the Jetfire and the Void Rivals special edition that they did last year for San Diego Comic-Con? Do you think we'll start seeing more of those, Chet, in your opinion?
Did you say Chet?
Well, I'm sorry, Chet. Actually, because I see Chet's in the middle of something. So yeah, Chad, what do you think?
I'm trying to find a thing on the issue.
He's trying to ask Chris McLeod what the over/under is.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna
bet on that now.
I promise.
You could bet on that. I'm pretty sure we can start like a fan duel kind of.
We should do an Energon War Room Calci and like sponsored by Energon War Room.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah,
Alex, you just brought up the elephant in the room of the argument. It's right there. There's Energon toys already. I'm looking right at it. So if you have a Void Rivals Jetfire set, don't tell me Hasbro can't call this Energon. Like I'm sure that some decision was made to not call it Energon. He even has the throat mic on. I mean, come on, man. There's, I know what's supposed to come out, but
There's a hashtag for that.
there is. But what are they going to call him now? Again, right? It's going to be Rugged Duke and Rugged Joe Baroness. And
But here's the thing: I don't understand, and maybe that's just me on this point. Is that if it's making money, it's good. You know, I've never understood the fact of pulling away from something where it's easily. Is Duke monthly reused parts and shit? Or it's Duke's mostly reused parts.
yeah,
I think so.
that's Grunt's plate carrier, but instead of saying Graves, it says Special Forces or something.
Yeah.
Which Duke wasn't Special Forces.
Yeah, but for me, it's killing. Like, just lean into it. You're making money. Make more. You're gonna have an animated show that's going to be on Amazon Prime. And chances are that's going to blow up. I think the longer that you wait, I think the more chances you hurt when they do get, because we don't know how series go. It could pop on to Amazon. It could not do well. And if that's when you're waiting to release toys, that's a bad point. Hit it while the iron's hot right now. Sorry for being late. Real life happens. Hey, no, we don't need to apologize for that.
Yeah, Bill,
Any new
never be
Hasbro
sorry, man.
offerings
Yep.
Are skimpy in accessories and highway robbery prices. I'm not going to argue.
Damn
we had a good thing about
skippy.
some prices.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they're on fire
stop.
today. They're on fire today.
TJ says
Jesus.
there will be a 2-pack of Hound and Clutch. Mark my words, that is happening.
Okay.
I'd love to see that.
Well, let's see. Clutch is already done. Twice over now, right? The Vamp's already done. I mean, are you looking for a north-south? I mean, because yeah, of course. I mean, I have the San Diego Comic-Con, 1/18 scale Hound Vamp with Clutch, and it came with blaster, little boombox blaster. But yeah, I mean, they need to make all this stuff. They need to capitalize on it. But what they need to do is stop like recoiling or getting worried or sitting on their hands and waiting or whatever they're doing with their weird corporate bullshit. And look, maybe they're just waiting for the whole boss fight thing to go. Oh, there's my fucking panel.
There you go.
Oh God, I love it.
Yeah, this is your panel. We've talked about this panel before.
It's so good. It's so good. That's how you do Cobra Law, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be like the Grogu thing. They're going to be like way late, just like with the Ray toys, and then all the freaking weird cancel culture people were like, hashtag where's Ray, because they didn't feel like they got Ray figures fast enough out of Hasbro. But Hasbro's just, they used to be proactive. Now they're very reactive.
That's exactly what it is. And to me, it's more like, you've got a prime opportunity when you have this M.A.S.K assignment. Obviously, people are talking about it. If you don't capitalize on it, you will never be able to capitalize on it. And the whole Rugged Duke thing, the minute it popped up, I'm like, come on. This is a moment where you could have actually taken a definitive scenario and say, hey, we're going to get the fastest growing fan base that we have right now. We'll start giving them a line as a sub team. And, again, you've got you Tiger Forced it out, you Python Patrolled it out. Energon is just a smart way. You've already mentioned the word Energon with the mole rats. So, I don't understand the hesitation to it, and it doesn't make sense. TJ says, no, 1/18 scale Clutch with Hound to go with Jetfire and the 2 Void rivals.
Okay, well, they had a product number for a Transformer Joe collab Hound Vamp along with Mobat Prime, and they quietly made them disappear. So, yeah. Soundwave's cassettes are now a wheelchair, a walker, and a Craftmatic adjustable bed. Oh, hey, look, Toy Odyssey's here.
I forgot about that Craftmatic bed. I haven't seen that damn thing in years. Chat's on fire today, man.
Oh, God, they are. Action Joe Figs says maybe Hasbro needs to repeat the past and let it die like it did back in 1976 and then come back like they did in 82 after reboot.
Yeah.
Actually, sir, it died in 1978 with Super Joe. Actually, thank you.
You probably don't include Super Joe. he
Yeah, a lot of people
probably is like, I'm not talking about Super Joe, talk about Adventure Team. But yeah. You know, and that's what's funny. In the grand scheme of things, Joe was only truly dead for 1 year, 78 to 79, because in 79, Steve DeGuano, Kirk Bazigian, and Bob Prupus, they were really beating that drum for Operation Blastoff. It was like that long.
It's your favorite tank.
It's not a fucking tank.
It's your favorite. It's your absolute favorite tank.
Yeah,
ever.
but this is freaking awesome,
It
man.
is.
Yeah.
Again, man, artwork's fantastic. The lines, the coloring, everything complements. That's the one thing I will give Robert Kirkman and Skybound. When they take over something, they really do a good job and everything. You know, Son of GTO, you need to strike one iron. It's hot, Hasbro. I definitely agree with you, man. You know, does not make any sense.
They haven't been that company since arguably, I would say 2015. They haven't been that company since 2015.
And you know,
2017 if we stretch it, right? But
yeah.
No.
You want to hit Brandon's comment?
Who's what?
Brandon right here.
Oh man, look at Brandon with the super
Brandon.
Chat. $14.16.
Canadian, that translates to $3. Thank you.
Alexander Hamilton probably said American dollars are destined to be the energon of capitalism. Dude, thank you, Brandon, so much.
Awesome,
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And then Mr. James Lucas says the I belong to no one from Megatron is a great callback to the animated movie. Yeah, because he tells that to Unicron.
Yeah.
Right? Unicron?
I
belong to no one.
See,
look, he doesn't count Super Joe. He's like, but Super Joe's 8 inches. Don't talk to me like that.
Guess what's coming actually after they just did Action Man. Don't they think Super 8 coming? Stephen Hawkins could use a hiss. Yeah, wow. Boy, I get guaranteed, man. Stephen Hawkins, we're gonna get it for this one. I swear to God, I can't not hear. Why did you do this? Why did you do? I will be hearing Stephen Hawkins' head from every time I pick up and I see Soundwave.
Oh, it's so
I do like that there's a struggle about killing a cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, it's just animal abuse in the Energon universe.
Oh God, yeah. Do you guys want to hit this? Do you know?
Yeah. How did M.A.S.K get his eye back? Ooh, I'll give that to Chet on this one. He's been definitely silent. You got the opportunity, brother.
Not me. Did you say Chet?
Yep, Chet.
No, he said.
No, I said Chet, brother.
No.
Yep.
He said Chet.
Man,
too many spoilers. We already got yelled at for spoilers.
Yeah, and especially since that individual did also give us a channel membership, gifted a channel membership. Thank you so much as well for that. This I'll let you guys. I'll let you guys.
I don't want to.
I don't know how to. Yeah, you're right. It's like it's a spoiler.
Should I say? I mean, if you want to read it, I'll tell you. Issue 24.
It's in the book.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it because I don't want to get into it. I will say what I will say is that Soundwave helps with it.
Okay, that's keeping it right on the. Look, you're gonna enjoy it if you read it.
Yeah,
it's the difference. We can tell you it and everything, but it's like a movie. If somebody tells you the movie, are you gonna watch the movie? Right now, we've just teased you enough to get the book.
I also think that that's a. I actually scrolled through it when we were talking, but I do think that's kind of important to read through. Starscream became a hiss. What the well, not here. I'll scroll up so you can see what happened. But yeah, I don't want to give that away because I think it's important to read that, and it does kind of it's just important to know it's sound wave. So
yeah,
with
stuff
and things.
Yeah, stuff and things happen with things and stuff. So this is how Starscream becomes a hiss. So they found him, then they put him on top, and he wakes up.
Yeah, James Lucas says that's a great view showing just how big Starscream is next to the hiss. Not a tank. Chad told me it's not. It's a high-speed sentry.
Yeah,
it's a reconnaissance vehicle.
I mean,
but it's still rad. Yeah.
That is awesome, and it's kind of like, well, why don't you just transform into a hiss?
Mother Slug says, I'm not that far into it.
See, there you go. See, there's the reason. So, and again, the main part is we want you guys to read along with this as well and everything, because guess what? Again, a lot of shops out there, a lot of people's livelihoods. We want you to walk in, or you have to pay for it digitally, then go ahead and do it. But we much rather have you guys go down and seek it out yourself, and then come back, and then you guys, that connects us as a whole individual set of things going on.
One thing I really appreciate about the cadence of these books is there's a lot of back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of there'll be a whole page of flashbacks, and then that's half the journey of reading comics is like, well, when does this take place? Because it's all just relative to the page, and so you look at it and you're like, you're going to read it, you read the page, and then you flip to the next page, you're like, oh, he was dreaming, or he was, reminiscing about Cybertron or whatever. And they do it all the time. They do it in all the books, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
the one thing I will say too is going through all this stuff and having to kind of reread everything before we do these. I enjoy the fact that pretty much all of the Energon books are rereadable. I could just go back through and reread them, and I'm like, wait, I didn't notice that in this panel before. Or how did I miss this whole part of the story? Right. So I really enjoy that. The hiss is not a tank, and Quick is not.
Quick Kick's not a ninja. Yeah.
No, Quick Kick is not a ninja. Zartan's hood is not hair, and Destro's mouth does not move.
Yeah, and
and on and on and on and on and on.
Exactly.
And that's another thing about the rereadability, if that's really a word.
It is now.
I said so.
Yeah.
Chad's always right.
He is.
Pound sign. Pound Chad.
No, I'm good.
You'll remember beats and things like that, but when you scrolled past Starscream kicking Ravage, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, he kicks Ravage. You remember overarching story stuff, but just those little moments.
Yes.
Or the little moments in the Duke book, the Destro books, they all have their little moments that you just don't necessarily remember, but then when you see it again, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that.
And that's the one thing I think that this beauty of artwork is, that the more time you look at it, the more nuances, and because there's certain things that they do, especially dropping down in the behind the part of this, there's maybe certain little moments in the background that you just didn't pay attention because you're flipping through your reading and everything. But when you have enough time to go back and just really re-examine it, you're like, oh, I didn't notice this part. I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that. And then the story becomes new again the second, third, or fourth time reading it. So I will give that to being, when you're a masterful artist, a masterful writer, there's little hidden Easter eggs that you're constantly rediscovering that makes it worth the reread. So I test you all the time to reread something.
Yeah, and then Chet just scrolled past it, but you always see combiners. They're always they're there, but you're not looking at Bruticus or Devastator, but you always see them. They're always around. And I just love how they're oh, hey, remember these guys who formed that guy? There they are.
Yeah, they just show up.
Yeah, and then they're just
The
there. And
one
you're like,
thing-
wait a second, are you going to combine?
The one thing I will say that they've been doing really, really well, and I know we talked about this, but just perspective,
Yes.
like just how big the Transformers would be next to, and I mean, you kind of see it in Michael Bay's movies, but it's not done right. This is done the way that like is like, oh crap, this is massive. And so I mean the hiss is big, but it's like not bigger than Starscream. You know what I mean? So have any of you gentlemen picked up any of the silent issues? I only picked up Beachhead.
I have. They're not the ones. I don't think they're not part of. I think they're part of Larry Hama's, right? They're real American hero versions, the silent issues. But I did pick up Beachhead. I think there's one, a Crimson Guard officer, and a couple of them. They've actually been pretty. Look, it's hard to redo issue 21 of G.I. Joe, but Beachhead and a couple of them, they have been pretty good. But I think that's more real American hero, Larry Hama connected than Energon. But I have picked up a couple of them. Yes.
Yeah. I love that panel that you passed where he just vaporizes that guy and you just see a skeleton in the fire.
Again,
right
man,
there. Boom.
art's amazing, man. Art is amazing.
I'm telling you, Robert Kirkman will have the Dinobots combine into Volcanus.
You know,
and I will be buying that toy instantly when they do that.
I think so.
If
I think so.
They do that.
I'm looking at the Mother Slug's comment right here. Go about the same size as Transformers standard size characters.
There was a, was it IDW where young Megatron fought Psykill in like the arena? Psykill was about the same size as Megatron.
Yeah, I think that was IDW. Mm-hmm.
If you're being serious, Mother Slug, there's a lot of images out there of the Psykill Megatron beatdown. So you can see the size of Psykill in comparison. Whoa, do not call them Timu Transformers. Do not. You will get my wrath.
The thing that I'd be laughing said Timu Transform before Timu was even invented.
Ken, I don't think he was talking about that one. He's talking about like a now one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Prime's face, bro.
Yeah. Again, the one thing I do love is that all the Transformers, whether Autobot or Decepticon, are battle damaged. Like there's no one walks out of unscathed, and man, they have been torn apart through this. And I think that leads an end where they're robots, but they have emotions and they can hurt and feel. And yet you see them getting the hell beat out of them all over the place.
Prime, I'm right there. I mean, look at that arm.
Yeah.
And he goes through pectoral windshields like nobody's business.
Yeah. I wonder what the cost is on that.
I don't know. Ask Safelight. Chad, what about the panel where Prime is flipping over Devastator over that cliff like a bus?
Wow.
What about it?
Yeah. And again, Daniel Warren drew that, and it's so much kinetic energy with those pages. And you're just like, and
look at
life,
that.
Man.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, it's again, battle damage.
And they just smash through each other like tissue paper.
It's wild.
Exactly.
It's
they
so
always do. Like they're just like wrenching things apart all the time.
Yeah.
Hasbro did Astro Train dirty with their latest release, more like Astro Train wreck.
You get the chat taking it up a notch today. Boy. Yeah, we're not going to be sitting front row of that Hasbro panel anymore.
Oh, it appears Brian's message was deleted. Weird. Which message? Was it shitting on GoBots?
That wasn't us.
Lol, Beachcomber. Hey, I made a fun little beachcomber custom. Why not? Right? The Titan
Why is
says,
everybody getting on beach? He's just a hippie. He likes hanging out at the beach, man. Why you guys always on him?
oh yeah, there you go. Nicotrona says GoBots were first to market. That's right, they were.
They were.
Machine Robo for the win.
Yeah, Bruticus.
Oh yeah,
such a good panel.
Yeah, man. They're again pushing the envelope on this. If you guys haven't started reading it, please head down to your local comic stores.
Yeah.
And I will say this too: if you can't find the individual issues, don't kill yourself over it. Just go ahead and grab the
volumes are great.
The volumes, yeah, because then you can make it like a little bit easier. And I think also too, the one thing about the volumes, he's done such a great job of all of the graphic design work. It's just a nice sit down on a Saturday afternoon, you know.
Oh, it's so good.
Transformers and stuff. Yeah, no, not when they're fighting other Transformers. And I think that's like, other than, and I will say the only thing I think that Michael Bay did that was even halfway decent in films was that Transformers just damaged Transformers.
There it is. There it is.
So good, dude.
Boom! Just right into him.
Choo choo. There you go.
Yeah. Choo choo.
But one of the most badass ones ever is a train, dude. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
chugga chugga, bitches. That should be his tagline.
What is a Megatron? Why are Megatron?
Who's the Megatron?
Yeah, no, I think everyone's getting battle damaged in this, and I think that's what makes it cool. Like this again, loss of limbs, loss of mobility. There's real depth into them. Basically, there's not walking away unscathed out of every issue.
Yeah. And it's awesome just to see, again, they do a really great job with scale. So you saw the size of Starscream compared to a Hiss. They throw his upper body on a Hiss. Now look at that shot of them looking out at the combiners fighting.
So
they're
good.
Just like, I don't know what you expect me to do.
I'm not going after that.
Yeah.
And then let's see the Toy Odyssey. Am I crazy or was Bruticus the worst combiner? Dude lost every fight and was always getting blown up. Hey, Michael Charles Hill wrote that. I will not take that slander here, Tori. Let's see. My man, cold sliver and everything else. My man was working hard there.
Michael Charles Hill and I, we made up this year at DFW, by the way.
Did you? All right, man.
Yeah, we played nice. It was awesome.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand it too. He's right on that point. It seems like Bruticus, but I like the introduction to him in the G1 show. I always thought that it looked completely different than the standard ones. They were World War II vehicles that were updated, and but yeah, you're right. The minute Minosaur comes out of nowhere and just basically just does one punch and breaks him, So that does kind of hurt. But I did like the fact that Starscream. It was kind of like the Destro kind of thing with the Iron Grenadiers. I'm just going to start my own group. I wish they would have played on that a little bit more.
Yeah. Is Devastator really the biggest combiner? I never understood that saying. Well, according to what? Right. Yeah. So are we talking about toys? Are we talking about animation? Are we talking about comics? Because I think each of those examples is different. Because like when we're talking about like the OG toys, no, he's not.
Yeah.
So he's the friggin' coolest.
Yeah. And
that's it.
One of the first combiners really that kind of sets up everything for us.
Yeah.
So there's a different expectation. That's why sometimes when you're first, you're best. And I think that in our minds, and then also you got the construction vehicles to it too. It has a very like Tonka slap in the face kind of scenario with it.
Yeah. Beachcomber. They don't time the toys to come out with entertainment or comics anymore. Nope.
They do not. No.
They just throw up their friggin' QVC little live streams and they're like, hey, look at this render. By the way, go buy this stuff. Oh, wait, it's already sold out, sucker.
Since we haven't talked about that, God knows, we can. I was a tad bit disappointed that I thought, like, with Dan Larson being on, let the guy do what he does. Don't have him. It felt like he was in handcuffs. B-Mac was basically, he's sitting up there and basically kind of like just muttering through it and everything. And I'm like, if you bring someone on like that, let them do what they do on their channel and make it entertaining. But have a back and forth. Hey man, what you thinking? What do you think? And everything. And that's not entertaining to me, man. So it's like, I understand, hey, you're getting paid. Ain't counting it. You get be paid, they fly you out, you get a fine. But if you're gonna bring a personality on, let them be the personality at least.
Agreed.
Okay.
I mean, he could read a teleprompter, and that's not a knock, right?
No,
that's just like he can do it, so let him do it. Boom! Look at that shot.
Look at that. I think ultimately, like, the Predaking might have been one of the bigger ones,
size wise,
but I think in general, like, just physical, like, huge. Monstructo, I think that was his name, right?
What are you talking about for who?
Monstructor. What's his name?
Monstar, Monchichis.
Moonchichis, yeah, with the little bows on their the little bows on their head.
The rescue bots were pretty big. I'm just gonna go with Predaking. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll go with that.
Ken says Larson has to have a script. Yeah, you let him take time and write one. It's different.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like if they would have just given Dan Larson, here's all the points we want you to hit over the next 4 weeks, and just let him run it like his show, then people would try to look forward to it. The two best combiners are Devastator and Superion. Lord knows I love all the jets. Yes, Jetfire 2, Chad. So I have to love the aerial bots. I do love Superion.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to go with Sci-Fi Swamp Man. He says comics, toys, and animation. Predaking was the largest.
Okay, there you go. Well, we got
I know the toys friggin' huge. So
yeah.
But I mean, those are kind of the three tenets, right? So
true
of any kind of multimedia approach. But
this is like such a massive scene.
And again, perspective, man. It looks massive.
But see, Zack Snyder would have got yelled at for something like this. Like, how dare you have them fight in a town and everybody?
Yeah. Also, Michael Bay destroyed more towns in America than anybody else.
Yeah, but everybody's giving Zack Snyder shit.
He totally destroyed Chicago. We didn't even forget about that part.
Destroyed everything. Ooh, Defensor. Yeah, Defensor was the rescue bots, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That's a great combiner too. Again, mine is actually the one that got shitted on was the Bruticus and the Combaticons.
It's Devastator and moving on.
It. What's your favorite? It's back to your meme. What's your favorite combiner and why is it Devastator?
Yeah. Who's your second favorite Decepticon that happens to be a combiner? And of course, it's Devastator.
There you go. Like I said, hashtag chat was right.
This is kind of a cool reveal scene, I think.
So many great looks, iconic parts, and everything. All right, so we've hit a point.
Oh God, there it is.
Motormaster with like Prime. Well, he's got a point about that. Actually, he does. Even the voices are kind of like really like, yeah.
Leo Kaiser was a really big combiner too, though.
Yeah,
just not really well known.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they just do a
They did a HasLab, yeah. The Monstructor is the one where they're the monster bots that combine.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty big. But
CJ said slag, so now we have to cancel him.
You hear that?
Can't say slag. Can't say slave one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can't
you are probably not. You're probably never gonna be allowed in a YouTube chat ever again.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Unless it's ours.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine here. So join the club.
Cool. We don't care. We know what you're talking about.
He'll always be slag. Yeah. You see, I agree. Like, I love the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
I think it lends itself very well for like the gritty, you know, like sharp, like everything just looks sharp. You know,
Wait,
it
yeah.
looks dented and dinged up, and like it's just gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. When they're actually Transformers that are like damaged, they look like they're ragged, they're torn apart, they're missing something. Like, you know, that it's not like, you know, Dan Moore is more, it's neat and it's fine and it looks perfect.
Yeah.
But Dan Warren Johnson, some of the other artists they had, it looks rugged and just it does work for that, and it gives you depth in the story as well.
I hope the inkers get paid well, because you know, like all those
Oh,
little
damn
black
straight, I'll
lines
be
are like,
pissed, bro.
son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Just all the
Yeah, you
time.
just can't click on the Sadiq and just hit the black part and everything. You
No.
really got to go through and put some fine work through that.
Yeah, they're like scratching.
Mhm.
Mother Slug, we don't discuss the Michael Bay Devastator around here. Thank
No,
you.
we don't. No, we don't.
No, Justin, you will be celebrated as a real man and a hero of pop culture. Got any tips?
Never go
Ravage.
fool.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was Ravage. Oh,
Yeah,
I love
again,
that
man.
shot.
So if we had to grade the Transformers series
Yeah.
out of everything right now, I'm just a round tree for everybody. 1 to 10, what would you guys be marking this?
Out of everything,
At everything right now, put it in.
Chet, you go. Let me ponder.
No
that.
way. You've gotten out
No,
of going first
no.
on it. So you got.
Oh, hey, my phone's ringing. I gotta.
Yeah, I
Yeah, there
bet
you
it
go.
is. Yeah.
I'm gonna take this
Hey, guys, I
phone,
gotta
even
take
though I
that
have
thing off.
AirPods in.
Yeah.
Okay. We're trying to be a little spoiler sensitive.
Exactly. Mhm.
Up to a certain point, right?
Yeah, we can go. Yeah,
Where
you can
where
actually
where the storyline goes in the
In fact,
certain
matter of fact, you
direction.
can give it 2 different ratings. I think pre-25, after 25, because that's when the writer change and art changes.
Yeah.
So I think you do that.
Up until I would say 9.
Mhm.
9. After, I don't know. 6.
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
I was leaning more toward letter grade, but yeah, I would say like 9 and a 6.
Okay.
I want to see what it's gonna do, because
Yes.
I want to believe there will be a payoff.
Well,
So
also,
never say never.
We're all already in the early part of Kirkman's run as well, too. And one thing about Kirkman, you know as well as I do, he's like that train that goes up the hill, chugging until he gets to a certain point, and
Long
then it
game.
starts going down. So
Yeah.
and also we had 24 issues of Daniel Warren Johnson's run and everything else like that. So we had a little bit more time to establish. We're right in the middle,
Right back.
but I'm gonna give you the same thing that Chad said. I think we are right at the point, where the first 24 or the first 24 issues definitely is a 9, and then I'm not gonna say where I think he said a 6. I'm thinking at the point
6.5. Yeah.
yeah, I'm closer to a, because I do think like the artwork elevated a little in a different way, and it's a different style of storytelling. And after 25, the M.A.S.K thing starts really coming in. So I've got to jump it to, like, for me, like it's like almost a 7 and 8, because of how we start seeing like Flag and Miles Mayhem and a couple other things that we were left in different scenarios for. CJ says, first writers run 9, Kirkman run after, right now it's about a 6. So yeah, again, I understand where CJ's coming from. I just think, like I said, some of the elements that M.A.S.K has kind of brought in as certain things that we've seen, I think that kicked it up a little bit more for me. But the Alita One thing does have me a little bit worried. So
yeah, that's fair. I think I'm a little bit lower than you guys. You know, the first part up to 25, I'm at like an 8.5.
Okay.
And it's because like I think the writing was done well. I was distracted by the art. Chad's back.
Yeah, the ma'am says hi, by the way.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, too.
I think for me, the 1 through 25, yeah, the writing was good, but I think that the writing was better on some than others, and I didn't see consistency for that. So I think for me, the first part is like an 8.5, maybe an 8,
Okay.
but I would say 8.5. But 20 like the drop in like how Optimus is written has really gotten to me, and just kind of like I'm hoping to see a swing. I've enjoyed seeing Transformers in the other books a little bit more than reading the Transformer books, and so yeah, this current run, while it's cool to see it, I think the art has improved. I do think that the writing will improve, but it's like a 5.5, maybe 6 for me. It's because it's just not written the way. I mean, like I was saying earlier, IDW, we saw how they wrote Optimus Prime. Like I think that that's missing. I think that that's the point is you have to have like that. You have to have that to drive what needs to happen with the Autobots. Otherwise, it's Decepticons running crazy, and that's fine. I lean into the Decepticons, but I don't have the balance, right? And to me, Optimus and Megatron are like Joker and Batman. Like it has to have this balance. And when you're like, just I guess I care about humans too much and blah blah blah. It's like, dude, but you would never forget Cybertron. That's not a thing. It's not going to happen. So
no.
That's why it's lower for me. And I'm hoping that changes. But like I said, I just have been enjoying seeing the like sprinkles of Transformers in other books, right? So the way that they did Transformers with M.A.S.K and how Mayhem was like scanning bots and like that stuff is just like, oh, that's
speaking
cool.
of which, I starred this comment to come back around to it.
Yeah, definitely.
If we want to get into that, if we want to roll into that, I'm happy to roll into that. But like this issue was.
But that I got to be honest with you, that's the whole show right there. But I will say, damn right, it's good.
Well, I think I was gonna say my suggestion for the next show is M.A.S.K, and we talk about like issue 1 and 2 because I think 2 will be out by then.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that. And then we got to revisit that whole General Flag Miles Mayhem relationship.
Yes,
because it is so well written.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, kind of to caveat off of what Chet said.
Ooh, big words. Hold on.
No.
Go ahead. But that's just a Chad was right thing. That's all that is.
Oh yeah. No, that's it's an old Army sergeant major joke where they always say, "Oh, the caveat of what the commander said." It's a shut up, Sergeant Major. We just want to go home. Speaking of, there's this known thing in the military. It's called the curse of rank.
Okay.
Right? And I think that's not understood with Prime's leadership. I think that you were talking about the IDW run versus this, and I think that the character could be better served if they kind of leaned into that whole like the curse of leadership, sort of a thing with Prime.
Yep.
Just
I agree. I think that's but I think if you go back and read that, it's 2016 is when IDW did that. What are you worried about regarding Elita 1?
I'll just be honest with you. This is the beautiful part. The reason I love just jumping over channels because we can actually do things completely different than we do over on our own most of the time. The one aspect that I'm really worried about is what they normally do is they will take a positive, strong male leader role and they'll denigrate it and knock it down. And they'll actually try to balance that with a female role, and they kind of like diminish that one character that's lived for 40 years in our minds where it's like, you know, look, when you hear Peter Cullen talking about, like, you know, the whole inception of what Optimus Prime was and his brother being in the military, and like when you hear that, you're like, this is a strong character. Every time I hear Optimus Prime, his voice, his situations, I start thinking of, this is what a true leader, a true pillar is supposed to sound like, act like, and do.
Yeah.
And so when I see that character being knocked down just a little bit to uplift another character when it's unnecessary to do it, it has me worried that, are we going to take the appreciation of there's one classic line that Peter Cullen does in the G1 cartoon where Chip tries to get Devastator under the control of the Autobots, and they're not able to get it and everything. And there's a point where he's like, I guess that was a dream, and Peter Cullen, as Optimus Prime, says, no, hang on to your dreams, Jet. The future's built on dreams. That's what I hear when I hear Optimus Prime, a sense of optimism. That's why you had to use his voice in the actual Michael Bay movies, because
it's in his name, optimism.
Like yeah, you've got to have that. But if you're denigrating that character, then it worries me, because I'm like, this character has 40 years of being great. I don't want to see it diminished.
It's the same thing as Rey Skywalker.
Yes.
And Luke Skywalker. Like, you have this, you know, this like super Mary Sue girl boss, like everybody loves her right off the bat. Everything is effortless. She's great. She's great at everything. And like, the only way a character like that floats is if you destroy, you know, like you were talking about legacy characters, right? You got to destroy the legacy characters. And yeah, Elite One's been around, but
of course,
I completely agree with what you're saying. Like, it goes against everything that is Optimus Prime.
Yeah. And I think that's why, like, everyone's a little worried about 25 after, because Optimus was set in such a way. And actually, modern writers are like, hey, I am a writer. Modern writers are
burn him.
It can only uplift to one character by denigrating another. Leader Prime, RC, Magnus, and then Ray Palpatine. Yeah, but I will just by day job Titan. I am a writer by day. I try not to do that.
Yeah. Real quick. So CJ, they changed Matt Tracker a long time ago. So like with the IDW stuff, the Revolution stuff, the Unit E, they changed him a long time ago, and then they kind of changed it back, and then they changed it back again.
Hasbro,
so it's just
Hasbro
it's
ignored
just
it. Hasbro even did like an STCC exclusive of the new Matt Tracker, and then they're like, by the way, you don't have to worry about it in comics, I guess. It's like,
that's right. The classified one's going to come with a black and a white head, so don't.
Yeah, and I think, like I said again, if you're going to do that for characters, make it the right kind of character.
They'll call him Rugged Matt Tracker.
Yeah, Rugged Matt Tracker. It's from the Rugged Universe.
But when it happens, nobody's going to remember that I've said this like 5 times, because that's how it always goes. You know, it's all good.
Would you buy a 1/12 scale Matt or M.A.S.K figures?
No,
you got them on because they don't have their vehicles.
Yeah, that's going to be
that would be I would do 1/18 scale. I think that's where it needs to be. But because if they did 1/18, they could technically do with Transformers.
Sure, but they did in the 25th anniversary. They did a 1/18 Matt Tracker. They called him Specialist Tracker, and then they also did Miles Mayhem, but they called him General Mayhem, and he came out with the Iron Grenadier set. So they did do those figures. I mean, of course, I went on and made custom vehicles for all of them, but that's a different conversation. And then CJ, 2 other things. You're talking about Brad Turner, and you're talking about Bruce Sato in this comment and that comment. Yeah. And then Brandon says, I totally agree. New characters that didn't have to pay the same dues will never garner the same level of respect.
Exactly.
Because
they live in a lifetime in your imagination, you know, and I've always just thought you don't need to tear a legacy character down in order to propel another character. You can give that character its own plight and move it through the story, because we want to see a hero's journey anyways.
Yeah.
If you give the hero too much too early, too quick, you inherently don't have a respect for that character.
Yeah. Ramen Toy is doing 118 Machina. Yep,
Yeah, and
100%.
I have that. It's so good.
Yeah, boom, there you go, right there. Yeah, absolutely. G.I. Joe 66 Delta 17 is asking, why can't they make 118 scale versions of Starscream and Jetfire? They did. They're San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. Granted, they don't transform.
Yeah.
And they're just repainted Sky Strikers, but they did make them. So, excuse me, who's this M.A.S.K guy you're talking about?
We'll be masking that a little bit later, right?
Oh, I can't wait to get into M.A.S.K. It fits
Yeah.
so well with just the beats of the Energon story.
Yeah. While we're talking about that too, one thing we got in, you were able to go and pick up M.A.S.K #1, right?
Me?
Yeah. Okay. Did you run into?
I have the original M.A.S.K #1 over here on the wall. So when you said it, I just kind of looked over and I'm like, yes, no, I did. I got it.
Did you run into the blind bag issue?
No.
Did you even try to get the blind bag, or you just picked up the standard?
No. I just have a store that just gets standard issues for me and puts them in I have a little cubby. Yeah,
because that was the one thing that I thought that we experienced at a point where I know some of the blind bags had different covers and everything, but they also had another character we were talking about that it's his first appearance that was placed in a couple of those blind bags as well. And so those have become a little bit difficult to find. And, because it's a gimmicky thing, $5.99. And the one thing that kind of does it where I don't know if you should be testing that out on, you want people to read the books and everything. And I think blind bags are great. Hey, what's going on, Bert? But I think that's the same way where it was like, Dusty and Sandstorm pissed off everybody. I think you got a good way, these blind bags having to piss off. If you're trying to go in the store and find them, you're like, oh, no, I can't get it. It's become a little bit more difficult. And it's like, look, don't screw with the series when they're doing well.
Why did Dusty and Sandstorm piss people off? Come here.
The $51.99 price.
That's how much it costs?
Yeah. It's $51.99.
Why would I know? What is my saying? What is my saying? Wait a second. So version 2, Dusty with a freaking coyote that apparently is all reuse, right? Doesn't it? It has like,
it looks like it's Kid Bash.
Yeah.
It has junkyards parts.
Oh, he's the dog is out of proportion.
$52.
Yeah.
Readily available, by the way.
Oh yes, it will be readily available. Yeah, that was popped up on the live stream. I know they had this whole thing where they were talking about it was going to go up 3% across the line, but like Yojo June, they tested it out Wednesday where they dropped it, and I was in a couple of Facebook groups and I started the ping started going, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And I looked and said, "Oh, you got to be kidding me on the price." Yeah, that's 100%.
That's
100%.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, so
we got some starred shit we got to get to, gentlemen.
Let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Let's go to it, man.
Brown Coat channel member for 7 months uses his Chat trademark This Face 2024 and says, "Replay squad today. Have fun. God bless you all. God bless you too."
Enjoy the replay.
We're allowed to say that around here.
Yeah.
I'm contractually obligated. 49er Brian channel member for 23 months uses his Chat trademark This Face 2024 and says, "Jetfire."
There you go.
Jetfire's the best.
There you go. Good use of that
just saying.
members chat.
Yes, it is. You get Masterpiece Jetfire, which I've got, and you just stand them next to some Joes and MP10 Prime. It looks great. Looks good. Good to go. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you. Marco asks, "We are doing this? I caught the live." I've gotten super lucky. My notifications don't work because we were talking about that. I started some of these like as soon as we started, but yeah, it sucks, Marco. Glad you were able to catch it live.
Thank you.
I'm hopeful you're still here because we're still going, but yeah. Triple D's. Did we miss this? Sends a $2 super chat and says reparations for my filthy mouth because he said the F word.
Well, never have to pay for that.
Thank you for the super chat, Triple D. Glad you're here. I was just wearing your shirt yesterday. Yesterday, I was wearing your shirt. Yeah, he sent me a shirt. I was wearing it yesterday. Yes, we already talked about Ramen is making 118 Machina.
Great. Well, we're gonna have to talk about this part.
I mean, I started. Do you guys want to beat this up now?
Yeah, we might as well, man. We might as well.
So
when yeah, around the Space Knight. Yep. This is the whole thing with the blind bag. If you guys are actually looking for M.A.S.K #1 and you wanted the blind bag edition, some of them, while they have like some marquee covers and special variants and things like that, they've also been placing an actual ROM #1 in some of the blind bags, and this is becoming a problem because obviously there are, people are trying to find that, and it's look, ROM. I remember when it popped up, I hit you up and I was like, ROM. Did I hear ROM as part of the Energon now? And
see how this works. See how this works, right?
Too many characters becoming part of, which means it's going to get ugly. For certain characters are going to get overshadowed.
It gets a little crowded.
Look, I didn't expect the ROM Space Knight thing. I do know he's a beloved character. There's people that love that character, but I didn't think that this was going to come. And then I see it and I was like, how are they going to make this work? And again, now we're jumping into like Mother Slug saying, there may be way too many books. When you're this early, you might. I understand you want to kind of, but maybe I don't know.
The kitchen sink approach gets a little dicey.
Yeah.
Right. And when we were all talking about ROM, which is why I kind of saved all this stuff for now. When we were all talking about ROM, I was like, if he's like out in space, like the Void Rivals,
exactly.
Sure, you pull like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of a thing. It's just be like, go out there. But we don't need everybody for this. Isn't Justice League Unlimited, right? We don't need everybody and their mom flying around. You just don't. It's enough with Joe and Transformers. Now we got M.A.S.K, but M.A.S.K makes sense, right?
It did.
Energon, right? That kind of Transformer technology, blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Well, they kind of slow burnt M.A.S.K too, though, because it wasn't just they just dropped. Oh, here's M.A.S.K.
No, it was like little Easter egg kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's Miles Mayhem on this panel. It's like, all right, okay, well, it makes sense. Yeah.
Rom,
but he's a good guy. He was a good guy, but he was a good guy to begin with in the M.A.S.K continuity anyway. He betrayed Matt Tracker's brother.
Yeah.
Scott is not Matt's son.
The ROM, I again, I thought the same thing. Maybe, but again, I think they're kind of like, I understand the catalyst is let's get as much stuff, let's go. You get excited about stuff, and you might start rushing it. I think that could have been one where you kind of maybe could have popped ROM in when Void Rivals got to like maybe issue 40 or 50 or something, and then kind of done it. Maybe that would have worked, but
tie him in with that whole Quintesson thing,
exactly.
But I don't need to see ROM, over here like fist fighting Starscream, and I don't.
Yeah, so that one, that's a to be determined, and I don't know when they're going to drop the actual regular ROM book out, and if it's going to be a mini series or whatever it's going to be. They just put it in the blind bag, so if you do get a blind bag and ROM's in there, then you'll be able to let us know. I know we ordered some of the blind bags, but we haven't gotten them yet.
Womp womp.
Yeah, that's
okay. Now we got to get serious. Put your serious faces on, gentlemen.
Okay.
John Wick versus Jason Bourne. Who wins?
I I think John Wick, in my opinion.
All day, every day.
John Wick just doesn't have anything to lose. Jason Bourne is finding out that he's got things to live for. That's my opinion.
Keanu Reeves, Matt Damon. I'm going Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. John Wick all the way.
John Wick's body counts like 10 times
a pencil.
Jason
pencil.
John Wick also doesn't hesitate. He also doesn't hesitate. He just does it.
He just does.
Yeah.
And plus, he's got that bulletproof suit. So
yeah. Also, one thing too, every John Wick that I've seen, I'm like, they can't keep making this good. Like, at the one point, you're like, come on, this has to fail. A couple of the Bourne films, you're like, maybe you should have made this one. You know,
I can't. I can't even get all the way through the first one. I just can't.
Matt Damon. Every character, like I read something which was funny, and it was like if all of Matt Damon's characters were real in like the actual world, he would be the most expensive person to rescue in the history of the world. He's gone to Mars. We had to get him right. Like it's like
I did like The Martian.
Yeah, all this stuff about every man, like Jason Bourne, he was expensive. Like all the stuff that like like all this stuff that he's been in has been like the most expensive human to rescue.
He does have a point because every time he's gone to space, bad shit's happened. Interstellar, everything. This guy,
the most expensive human to rescue is Matt Damon. Yeah.
I never thought about that before. Yeah, he's got a good point about that.
That's fair.
There you go.
Son of GTO. So, Chad, did you order those Tropic Thunder heads? No, I did not, because they're 1/12 scale. I just amplified that guy's cool work and shared it out. That's all.
There you go.
That's all I did. Justin Booth. If Chad was Lincoln Osiris, you never go full classified. You went full classified. Yeah. 100%.
You go broke. He's absolutely right about that part.
It's high science, baby. It's an art form. You know, to be moronical, to be the stupidest motherfucker. I think we're Brandon says works out to $31 Canadian for Sandstorm, where regular figures are $40. That set is $71 here. So $40 for the figure, $31 for the animal companion.
Oh, wow. That really 51 stuck for us, but that really Dusty's going to be on that show for a while.
Canadians get screwed on toys.
Wow.
Milk Connor says, Chad, I'll send you the coyote when I get the figure. You don't need to do that. You don't. You don't need to do it. I appreciate you, my friend, but you don't need to do it.
Well, apparently Commander Bly says we hate coyotes for some strange reason.
I love coyotes. I mean, obviously I live in the desert, right? We hear them all the time. So James Lucas was not aware it was $52.
Yeah. Sorry, James. Hit the burst that bubble for you.
What's the over-under? What do you prefer, Jetfire or Skyfire? Jetfire.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think Jetfire works for me too. You know, I think you can get away with both, but Jetfire is probably the one that comes to mind first. You know,
Skyfire doesn't explain anything to me. I like Jetfire.
Yeah, I mean, but they changed it for the cartoon, right? Right, because of the whole thing with Jetfire. But
good question, though.
We're not an echo chamber around here, and if you want to call him Skyfire, by all means, you call him Skyfire.
Just not on this channel, no.
Okay, just not around here.
Look, you can do whatever you want, just not around here.
Yeah, you can call him Skyfire all you want. We're just going to delete all your chats.
Ban him.
Base. What's this about Gem? Why do people keep talking about Gem?
I think because they're doing that concert for San Diego Comic-Con. They're actually doing the Cold Sliver is going to be there. They got Gem and the holograms, and so a lot of people are saying since the Tomb Raider kind of thing for classified, maybe they're going to put Gem as a bunch of characters and maybe do 4-pack or some
They
gem.
were also on. They were also on that Cold Slither box. Was like a whole thing. So they were, and everyone wants a Jim in the Holograms 1/12 scale figures. So
yeah,
But
don't
it
know.
doesn't have to be related to G.I. Joe and
Yeah, I don't.
Energon.
No, I don't think they're. I think they would do something like maybe there's a like the way they did for Cold Sliver. Because look, they've already got all the musical instruments and everything else. It's an easy reuse to do that. So maybe something like that. I don't know if we're going to see that through the standard classified line, but maybe.
Just like we talked about with characters, right? When they don't pay their dues and things like that, you muddy the waters too much, or you water it down, whatever weird euphemism you want to use. The more they start leaning into classified as this kitchen sink line, which they are gonna do, right? Like I had been saying for a while, it's going to be a kitchen sink line. Lara Croft, Action Man. I mean, Action Man is so loosely related to G.I. Joe. What is it going to be? Like, is it going to have an identity, or is its identity just going to be like everything? Because you got M.A.S.K coming. Sure. Throw in Gem in the Holograms. Give him a fucking My Little Pony animal companion, and I don't know, somebody a Care Bear.
Yeah, here's. I think I was talking to Chet the other day. We were having a conversation. Look, I would love to see like the 70s Adventures team, maybe as a subline or something. He gave us original 13. Do something towards that's like history based or something. But the Lara Croft one, I'm like, I would have never thought that this situation would have happened. And again, I'm starting to Action Man. I was like, I kind of get it, but yet I'm like, ooh. So it's a
do
little
Joe
bit,
Colton.
Yeah,
do Adventure Team.
Yes.
Okay,
give me the old school beard dudes.
Yeah, whatever.
What's going on, Viper?
Yeah, good to see you, Viper Scout. Okay.
Ooh, oh man.
John J. Rambo or John Wick?
Okay.
Rambo.
Yeah, I'm like, man, the chat, you guys are hitting me
It's
because
Rambo all day.
Look, I saw Rambo mow down an entire army of people. I've seen John Wick do some things, but that was the most violent scene in all the films I've ever seen. I got to put John Rambo on that thing. Man left him in the jungle by himself and everything else like that. He had to get himself out.
Rambo versus Wick versus McClane. McClane goes out first.
Oh yeah,
absolutely goes out first.
He's a city
100%.
cop, man. There's only so much my man can do.
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Even
if he had Samuel L. Jackson with him, he's still
Rambo versus Wick in the city, though.
I still think Rambo, bro. We just saw him destroy a town up in Oregon. I think John Rambo. Give him an city. Give him more crap to do. Come on, man.
I mean, half of John Rambo's escapades take place in like built-up areas.
Yeah, come on, man. But
remember when he went and fought the Mexican cartel?
Bro,
Liam Neeson and Taken versus Rambo.
Rambo.
I think Liam Neeson's really. I don't think Taken could take down John Wick.
Liam Neeson's Qui-Gon Jinn versus John Rambo.
Heath Ledger's Joker versus Rambo.
Ooh,
Rambo. It's still Rambo.
But Rambo gets a little bit, Rambo don't walk out of that with no problem. You got a nut and everything else like that.
Well, he's already messed up in the head anyway, and Joker can't fight. So,
and the one thing I will give Rambo credit on, he's never had. They tried to make like super villain kind of things for him, but it's mostly him through an establishment or something. So that's where I kind of think like Rambo does kind of win, but I would like to see that movie though.
So CJ says, again, warning you all, Gem is coming, and he wants to see Inhumanoids.
In the Energon Universe, God. Ooh.
I just don't know how that fits in.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Like, if you think about what they've added already,
how the
right?
frig does Gem fit in?
It doesn't.
She's dating somebody from Joe, maybe. Like, And
she's
then,
Rockstar Band, and Duke has to like protect her.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Like
here
the
comes the
bodyguard or
average
something.
Joe
Come on, man.
band, and
yeah.
no.
So, but if you think about the reason why it's working right now is that it all makes sense, right? It's like Energon's a driving force.
Yeah.
Mayhem is scanning bots. Tracker is genius and getting everything stolen from him. And it's and then you can just add in the level.
It goes along the same beats as Destro and Mars Industries.
Yeah, and Destro wants the technology from Mars, and like so. There's all
And Cobra Commander's the one who cracked it. Boop.
Correct.
There you go. Yeah.
So you have everything there. That's why it's working. I don't know how ROM fits in. I don't know how you fit in everything else. I don't even know what else along the line you could put in. You could technically throw in, I guess, GoBots if they're talking, if you get into like, but that would be like Void Rivals era. That wouldn't be like, you could do that in space somehow, maybe, I guess. I don't know. But right now, all three work.
GoBots that I think a lot of people either miss or don't know or forgot over time, they're not sentient robots. They're cyborgs.
Yeah.
Right. Their world was destroyed long ago, and they put their consciousness and some of their little meaty bits into freaking robots. So they're cyborgs.
Yeah. Okay, who would win, Stax or Optimus Prime?
Prime.
Oh, so you're not a GoBots fan. I get it.
Well, if you'd have said Psykill, I'd have said Psykill.
Yeah. Did you get the Transformers? I didn't know that they had those.
No, I did not. Sorry, Castle Brick.
I think the first question would be, do you wear Crocs?
Yeah, I don't.
There's kind of the gateway into that question because
no.
No socks and sandals around these parts.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, they do have a partnership deal.
Yeah.
Dude, Mattel would kill it. Mattel would kill it if they made Barbie a 1/12 scale line. They would.
I would have to see that.
They would make so much money. There are so many, like, if you were a dad walking around with your daughter like in the toy aisle and you wanted to like pick up an action figure for yourself, and then you could walk over and show your daughter all the same style action figures but for in Barbie, I think they would sell. Which is why I think if they ever make Jim and the Hologram, there's a whole audience they could tap into for 1/12 scale figures on that level.
Yeah, I don't think you need to, put it into.
Yeah, I don't know. Shira says differently.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, Lego does Lego. Lego doesn't need to do Duplo. You know what I mean? I think that Barbie is good where Barbie's at.
Mm-hmm.
Just an opinion, right?
There you go.
We'll see how that Tomb Raider figure sells.
Well, I think that's going to sell well because they're just going to go out and grab
Hasbros,
that, man.
they will. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's going to sell well.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah,
but I don't have a problem with. It's weird. Like, I understand there's a duality to it because in my Joe room, where all my figures are displayed, I have freaking Snake Plissken. I have John Wick. I've got Commander Hunter, which, by the way, I did hang out with Barry Bostwick yesterday.
Saw that.
I've got him. I've got Dallas from Megaforce. I've got Solid Snake and all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've got a 1/18 scale figure of the MAM and so on and so forth. Over with my Cobra figures, with my Cobra ranks, I have, the freaking Rogue Foxhound guys. So I've got like Psycho Mantis and Revolver Ocelot and blah, blah, blah. So I don't have a problem with the whole toy box idea of what goes into, ruthless terrorist organization and or daring highly trained special mission force. But at the same time, it's like you have this entire laundry list of characters that you could pick from, and you make Lara Croft.
Not debating on you, man. I saw
that, and I'm
not
crapping on anybody who's jazzed about it because at the end of the day, I'm always going to say what I say every time. Rad. That's cool because I mean that shit's free. It's not for me, but it doesn't have to be.
Going on,
Highly
Brad?
articulated Mafex style Ken and Barbie.
Yeah, he's stretching that. Brad stretching that one.
I think Brad came in here solely to make you leave.
He totally took that to the next level on that one. I gotta give credit for that. I was not expecting to do that.
Jeff. Well, he can't time him out. He's over on your side.
Yeah, come on.
Son of a bitch. That's
Brad's gonna get us in trouble for the next one.
Everybody's talking about Josie and the Pussycats, and
see, that's where this starts going down the bar. Yeah, exactly.
Synergy versus Crystal Ball.
Crystal Ball still wins. Yeah, we're gonna get down this path. Oh my goodness. John Wick versus Dirty Harry. Look, Dirty Harry, while he's great and everything, even though he breaks the rules, he is still bound to be by a police officer. John Wick doesn't have to do that.
I think, Rad's got some other ones coming through that aren't coming through, but he said, I can't wait for Jim I. Joe and Major Scotty McCoy Check versus Rambo.
Boy,
Rambo. What the John Brown is going on in here? Look,
I'm sorry, Sir Greenlander. We're taking it to a whole nother level.
D-Town Joey's here. I saw somebody else just kind of. Jared Carter's here. What's up, dude? Good to see you.
All right.
We got some good people here.
Absolutely.
They should have just made Matt Tracker half and half. Just gonna say half.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that shit.
No, we don't want to get banned. But look, here's
what does it matter? It doesn't matter.
As the random half and half guy here.
I mean, I am Italian, right? I'm susceptible to sickle cell anemia, and I'm a mutt.
I could tell you this. Look, I think I'm an opponent of don't switch a character. It has to be meaning. Now, here's the funny thing that if being a writer or something, you could have done something where maybe there were two Mac trackers. Make Mac Tracker as a point like there's a distinction in name to it or something. And that way you can operate it like that. But I don't think you need to take a legacy character, tear him totally down, and then put another character in his place. I think it confuses the audience, especially if history for a character that long.
And at the end of the day, and I've said this before, we've talked about this already.
Yeah.
I don't care if a new company gets the comics and they make Matt Tracker a brother. That's fine. Leave him that way. But like you make him black 1 minute and then he's back to freaking blonde hair, blue eyed. And then it's like, oh, Loyal Subjects is making toys. Oh, he's blonde hair, blue eyed. But then in the comic books, he's black. It's like, which way are we going with it? Pick a lane and just do it. That's it. That's it. Like it worked great for Nick Fury. I'm not saying it's like the end of the world for Matt Tracker, but you got to stick to one or the other.
Yeah, true. And I think too many medias, too many situations can confuse people. Again, I guess we're going to talk about M.A.S.K the next time around. They've done a good job with the character in there, but you're right. Mm-hmm. It's confusing in media. Now, we do know that this is probably in an Energon animated show. This is probably the version of Matt Tracker you're going to get, but I just think it's just too much. Keep it like you're right. Pick something and just say, this is the definitive character. This is where it's going to go from this point on.
And that's the thing. So when the classified one comes out and he has, the now Matt Tracker head, and then he has the OG Matt Tracker head, people are going to be like,
where are the hands?
Oh, okay. Well, he's got gloves.
He gloves on, yeah. Bro.
It's the simplicity thing. You take something that's real simple, and they don't have this kind of clear-cut vision where they're like, hey, Loyal Subjects, yeah, you can make M.A.S.K toys. I know you're going to like reproduce all the old stuff, but Matt Tracker's, he's back to being black again. So make your little 2.5-inch Matt Tracker black.
Don't worry, give him some time. Give him some time.
Whatever. Sci-Fi Swap Man channel member for 2 months uses his chat and says Hector Ramirez.
I probably wouldn't mind if they actually did that as a classified figure. At least that would be like there's some history behind it. I could be
put him in the damn Joe books. Hey, there's a reporter.
Yeah, he definitely. I don't know if Geraldo Vera may want to start talking about his likeness.
Well, Jeffy says that Rommel, you forgot an apostrophe. Rom will be fighting Cobra Law.
Well, okay.
It doesn't seem like much of a fight. It seems like a lot of squishy.
It's going to be interesting. See how they point it in. Oh, we know that. We know Castle Grayskull does. Yeah, he does. He has from what I understand, a very large Barbie collection as well too.
That's what she said. Would you want a 1/12 scale Barbie though?
Yeah, actually, that's you might as well ask the person that collects it. Yeah, that would work.
This is fake news.
Yeah, that would be.
I don't know about that.
This is why
Right.
it's pinned the band.
Yeah.
Don't live up to the name, my friend. Don't live up to the name.
I'm just gonna let this marinate for a second.
Oh my god. Okay, look, we're gonna Mother Slug is just taking this right down the rabbit hole that we never just again, look, I will say probably the best chat of all for Energon because you guys are bringing it in, but my god.
Well, yeah, I mean, she fakes it with Ken, like it's the real deal with G.I. Joe, because who doesn't love a soldier? Nazareth, what's up? Says what? It's chat on a Sunday. Wolverines, yeah, because we do the Energon once a month on Sunday with these two fine gentlemen. I think we're pretty good. Milk Connor says Lara Croft could have been Treasure Hunter Helix.
Okay, I could have got that. That at least it would have been in Joe line and everything. I would have been fine with that.
That'd be good.
Again,
I don't give a shit.
Great idea. Thank you, Milk.
I don't give a shit. Yes, I did drink my water, and I don't have any of the Nightmare Fuel clips on the Energon stream. You're welcome. You guys all get a stay of execution till Sunday. Sir Green Lantern says, I have 12-inch dolls of Chun-Li. G.I. Joe was a 12-inch action figure.
Mm-hmm.
And Hasbro made up the term action figure to sell it to boys. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. As Kirk Bazigian says, this is not a doll.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a definitive.
That's why they called it Movable Fighting Man. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Force of Freedom Rambo versus First Blood Rambo.
Oh, First Blood's gonna take him down, but Force of Freedom I do like though. But First Blood, come on, man.
Yeah, First Blood.
Come on.
Yeah, because Force of Freedom Rambo, he doesn't want to get his nice little sleeveless white hoodie.
Yeah. He's always trying to solve something. He's always that was a different Rambo, but the for First Blood Rambo, my man is traumatized coming out of the war. That's the best version.
Nothing is over. Nothing. I just scared my dogs.
They could bring in Rambo into the Energon universe pretty easy,
Yeah. Again,
they tried to Milwaukee into G.I. Joe.
I do remember that. I've got that.
Speaking of Rambo and the Force of Freedom and Coleco and Hasbro and all that stuff, and instead they did Big Boa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
6 Degrees of Hector Ramirez. Rambo versus John Matrix.
Still say Rambo. I'm sorry, man.
I still say Rambo.
Just too much trauma, bro. I just think John Rambo is going to be number one for me, man. He's living through some stuff.
Wasn't he a major Matrix?
That's
a stupid name. That's a stupid
He
name.
loses just based off his name.
Yeah. Son of GTO, I just got Professor Mary Jane Rotten Crotch and his dinosaur. That's what I call it. And his dinosaur. He also going to control my super colossal T-Rex. Yeah, you sent me that, and I said, so Son of GTO sent me a picture of it, and this is how I handle this.
Okay.
I really hope you like it. And that's exactly what I said to him. And then I followed up with, because I think it looks dumb or something, paraphrasing the last part. But I did say, I really hope you like it. Because I do. I don't want anybody, no matter what it is. I don't want anybody to get something and go, oh man, I waited forever for this and it sucks. You know,
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
wants that. Nobody wants that.
Absolutely.
Like that's the poison pill for anybody who collects anything. Black Spearhead. Chad, that's me. Did you get your Super 7 Flash yet? No. No. OG Matt Tracker was pretty much Steve Rogers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So was
But look
so was
wise,
Sergeant
maybe,
Savage.
yeah, as it looked wise, but
So are you saying that all blonde hair, blue eyed guys look the same? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that all whiteys look the same?
Come on, Carter.
How dare you?
I thought we were better than this.
I think that's it. Oh, look, he just left. He just left. Hey, where did Matt Tracker and Steve Rogers go? Oh, hey, look, I was right.
This is rugged universe right there.
Hey, does that look like Matt Tracker too?
Yeah, that's Matt. That's Matt Tracker. Also, it got confused as an action figure of me earlier. So.
Oh yeah.
See,
it's the Chet Tracker Rogers.
Yeah.
Figure.
Finding Nemo guy. Yeah.
Baron Ironblood is Cobra Commander according to Action Force Comics. Whatevs. Yeah, that's correct. Blood for the Baron. When the Red Shadows fell, he literally just went and changed his attire and became Cobra Commander. He absolutely did. I know my fucking Action Force.
There you go.
Get out of here. Oh, look, Skydro Walker is late.
Oh, that's all right, man. Always
seriously
on time,
late. It's totally fine. All good. Yeah, see, I can't play the Bush Wookie. I can't. No, this is not the stream for that. Chad will not be told he's insensitive tonight. Nope.
Martin Riggs versus John Wick. Yeah, Martin's still an officer. There's still people he's got to answer to. I still think that he's gonna. John Wick is just the guy that is gonna do what he needs to do. I think that's always the difference. I don't know if he has a contemporary, to be quite honest with you. That might be kind of hard.
I think that if they had like a fight minus firearms, that would be a good fight to watch.
Yeah. I agree with you.
If we're talking just firearms and closing distance, John Wick all day.
Yeah.
I still think Wick's going to beat the shit out of Martin Riggs.
Even though Wick has a code of honor, he's going to take down certain people he can. He's going to fight in the like, you've got Martin Riggs who's a cop. There's one main thing to serve the public. That's why John Wick is probably dangerous when you fight an officer, because no matter good cop, bad cop, whatever you believe, they're out there to protect the public. John Wick doesn't give a damn about that. He's there to take out an operative. John Wick wins. Rambo versus Rocky and everything. Are we talking about a boxing match, or are we talking about in the field? Because Rocky,
I guess if it's a boxing match, maybe. But
if it's sanctioned,
Rocky beat Ivan Drago and Clubber Lang.
Yeah. Well, now here's the thing. I'm a little different. I'd like to think that Clubber Lang beat himself. I think that he was the metaphor for Mike Tyson later down in the years. If he would have trained and everything else,
yeah, because Rocky just wore him down. He just pissed him off and made him swing. Yeah,
that's exactly. So plus also,
he did chop down that Russian though.
He did. But yeah,
to the end.
Yeah.
I'm still saying Rambo.
Yeah, boxing match. Yeah, it's street. Yeah, Rambo's getting his ass whipped. Look, he can barely beat Tommy Morrison in the street.
Okay. Azrael Batman versus Rambo.
Now you had to take it up.
Azrael Batman.
Yeah, I'm about to say that guy was absolutely insane, bro. It's like, come on. Jeffy's just making
totally
it like
Azrael Batman. I mean, look what he did to Bane.
Geez.
By the way, shout out to Chuck Dixon.
Yeah, there you go, my man, Chuck. There you go. Shaft versus Dirty Harry. Boy, okay, where are we? Are we just going down this situation?
Yeah, look, it's in the chat.
I gotta give credit.
No control.
Like they're taking this up again. We're gonna say chat of the year right here. Yeah, of course.
I'm just look. You guys know what my chat looks like. I'm saying Shaft.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you, brother. I might be a little biased on that.
Yeah, Shaft.
Shut your mouth. Yeah.
Also, look, Dirty Harry didn't have as good as theme song. Isaac Hayes, damn it, that song, if you had a record, was damn near half of the fucking album.
Look at all these are fucking... Okay, we're just gonna rapid fire these because they're too funny.
Yeah, it's good.
Chuck Norris versus everyone else.
No, Chuck Norris wins. Chuck Norris.
I mean, that's literally a statement. Yeah. You don't even have to put a question mark. It's a statement.
Yeah, come on.
You could have actually just said Chuck Norris.
Yeah, you could have just said Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
John Wick versus Uma's bride character in Kill Bill.
I will give this one. You guys are trying for this, CJ, but I still think John Wick does come out on top, though. Still, but you're going in the right direction here.
It's still John Wick because I cannot stand Uma Thurman and I don't like Kill Bill.
There you go.
John Rambo versus Ray Tango from Tango and Cash.
Oh, come on, man.
We know how Ray Tango feels about Rambo.
Yeah,
Rambo's
but let's be honest, man. Raymond Tango is dead. Let's just move on.
Okay. Now we're going to get serious.
Okay.
These are high stakes.
Yeah,
high stakes.
Okay.
Some of you are going to piss me off. Don't do it if you know what's good for you.
It's going to be tough. Oh, man. Oh,
the Phantom Army or Delta.
Look, man, I love me some Dirty Dozen. Are we talking about, like, we're not talking about the remake Dirty Dozen. We're talking about the original Dirty Dozen, right? Oh, man. You got to. You know what? I decline to agree because I think that you're two great franchises. I won't put that in the midst of that one. There's some hardcore individuals and everything back to some boomers that love themselves some Dirty Dozens. And then there's some Megaforce ones, Gen X. So let's just keep it narrow and shit. I think they would all come to the point of saying, why aren't we working together? We'll move on.
It's still going to be Megaforce regardless.
I saw Chet's look on his face. He was like, no, I ain't doing good. Not putting myself in the middle. Look, man, we are also on half of his show. Come on. All right.
Well, look, son of GTL, I'd have given it a little more, and I'm not critiquing your verses because everybody's got they got bangers. What about Delta Force versus Mega Force rather than Dirty Dozen versus Mega Force? Dirty Dozen, they got like 40s technology. There's no way that Dirty Dozen holds up against Mega Force. No way.
Yeah.
None. Those Mega Destroyers, and then you got 40 dudes on bikes with missiles and machine guns. No. Now, if you'd have said Delta Force because Chuck Norris is the force multiplier, then we would have a conversation.
There are some asinine ones coming through that we have.
Oh God, I know. So Jason Todd or Tim Drake? Tim Drake.
Oh yeah.
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 No. Wait a minute.
Red Hood.
Versus, oh my God.
No, I'm just going Robins because if you go Red Hood, then you got to go Red Robin, and then it gets all convoluted. Yeah. It's just Robin versus Robin.
Yes, Drake.
Tim Drake all day.
Yeah.
Not the resurrected insane fucking Jason Todd. That one, yeah, he beats almost anybody.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal versus RuPaul.
Were we talking about drinking Mai Tais together and everything else of that? What are we talking about?
Like
drinking content?
Fighting. Like an old fat guy versus a drag queen.
RuPaul. Man.
All the way.
Yeah.
Way more flexible. Yeah. Yeah. All day long. Betty White. Hands down. Betty White win.
Get the man just doing it like, wow.
Do you guys remember her from Lake Placid?
I do. Yes, I do. Great movie.
The way she talks to that cop, she calls him Officer Meat.
Yeah.
She's so good in that movie.
Betty White was the goat.
Snake Plissken versus Jack Burton. Oh man, I gotta say Snake Plissken because Jack was just basically ad-libbing a lot. Snake Plissken knew what he was doing. Snake all day long, man. Please don't make the Escape from New York, Zack Snyder. Please don't make it.
Okay, look, let's before we get into this, his Day of the Dead remake is good.
It is, but here's the thing. That was also removed, maybe 15, 16 years, maybe even a little longer than that. He's gotten to the point where he makes movies a little too long. He doesn't know how to back out of it. And I think with Snake, look, we have a classic good version of this. And just like Escape from New York or from Escape from Los Angeles, just leave it alone.
I don't like remakes,
Yeah.
period. For the most part, there's like The Blob, The Fly, absolutely. Like there are some that are bangers, but you're also talking the 80s.
Yeah,
and I don't. Would I like to see Wyatt Russell play his dad's iconic role? Iconic, sure.
Yeah, I think.
Do we need it? No. They should have done Escape from Cleveland. Inspector Clouseau versus Frank Drebin.
Which Pink Panther original?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you're
Like
talking about the
old
remake. Yeah, it's probably.
No. We're going the original. Both of those. The original.
I gotta say, Inspector Clouseau.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, that's my opinion.
Yeah, but he's all like, "Did you dug bait?" And Frank Drebin's like, "Nothing to see here." I don't know. But Frank Drebin survived O.J. Simpson.
That's true too, and that's very hard to do. You turn your back to him.
I'm giving it to Frank Drebin because he survived OJ.
Okay.
Return of the Dirty Dozen versus. How does that even make sense?
I don't know, but think of those Powerpuff Girls.
What about B.A. Baracus versus everyone?
Right, come on now. I'm a little biased on this one. I can't actually pick and everything. He knows there's damn near Mr. T ultimate figure that sits up on. So come on, man. I've met Mr. T and shit like that.
I love Mr. T.
Oh man,
Mr. T. To me, not having him in the A-Team movie would be like if they didn't get Peter Cullen for the Transformers movie.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I think that he would have been that kind of glue. I mean,
no. Look,
that BA was a former soldier anyway. You could have just had an older, grizzled BA Baracus. But
I understand we see his TV persona. I was working at a comic book store in the early 90s when he was doing Teen and T-Force. Came into the store. 100%. Let me tell you something. Some guy that doesn't actually do the TV crap, he doesn't. He's a real dude. He's a real brother. He was really, really more than accommodating. And my cousin, who was a huge Mr. T fan for when he was growing up, he stands in line. He says, all I want to do is meet Mr. T. And Mr. T gave him. He walks over to him and he goes, "Hey, Mr. T, my whole life I waited to meet you. And I swear I'm sitting at this comic store and I try not to lose it." But he classically turns without writers. He goes, "Well, little brother, dreams do come true." And I said, you gotta be kidding me here. It was if like a writer had slid him a speech, and my cousin still today was like, "Fucking most awesome person I've ever met."
That's super cool.
Mr. T.
That's so cool. That is super cool. Yes, Megaforce was kind of G.I. Joe and M.A.S.K before both of them. In fact, when I was having my nice, long, enjoyable conversation with Commander Hunter himself, we're tight like that now. I was talking with him about, Megaforce and G.I. Joe have a lot of parallels, but Megaforce came out first and all this stuff. He's like, "Did it? I thought that G.I. Joe." I was like, "Nope, Megaforce came out first." Better ponytail. Steven Seagal or the bad guy from Karate Kid Part 3?
Oh God!
What's going through his head right now?
I gotta give Rad, you're embarrassing us for M.A.S.K, and you're gonna have Chat not actually come back on our channel.
No, it's fantastic.
Obviously,
the guy from Karate Kid. Yeah, 100%. Castle Grayskull had to go.
All right, hey, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Let's see, Viper Scout's going back to work. Giving it to the fell dog, man. Why? How did we get here?
I don't know.
We honestly get here.
We're getting off this lane, man. You guys want to start wrapping this up?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Kurt Russell's Wyatt Earp versus Kevin Costner's Wyatt Earp. Kurt Russell all day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because hell's coming with me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Although 2 good movies still. I will say that though, but yeah. Texas Walker's Ranger. In reality, yeah. It does they can't meet. Yeah.
What about JJ Wade, right? Or JJ McQuaid, right? Lone Wolf McQuaid versus Walker Texas Ranger. I'm sorry. Isn't it JJ Walker? I think I'm getting it mixed up. Anyway, we're going to say Lone Wolf McQuaid versus Walker Texas Ranger.
Lone Wolf.
Yeah, I still got to say Lone
You're going to tear the fabric of space-time. I mean, that's all there is to it, one way or the other.
Who would win, Frank Castle or John Wick?
John Wick.
Oh,
John Wick all day.
That's a good
look at
one,
this.
though.
I met Mr. T2. Mr. T2, Mr. Terminator 2. Yep.
It's a wrong use of 2.
Mr. T2.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
oh yeah. He said I started it all with John Wick versus.
He did. Thank you, Mother Slug. Thank you.
Jim Largo, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. We're just wrapping it up. Okay. We are at the end of the chat, and I didn't miss anything.
But I will tell you guys made it one hell of a fun show. Thank you, chat. Thank you. We got it. This is the chat just kept.
This is why. Look, I will get on, and I'm like, okay, 2-hour stream. Here we go. 2-hour chat, dude, bros. 5 hours later.
Yeah.
So next week,
I love it.
Or not next week. Next time we will be going over this. So make sure you read up. Make sure you read up on M.A.S.K. because we're going to be talking about it. I believe that there will be a second issue out by then as well. So
also, if you're having a hard time finding the first issue, I've heard they actually are getting ready to do a second print of it. So make sure you guys are putting in those orders at your local comic book stores and tell them you want it because this thing is flying off of the shelf. So
see, and that says a lot. It says a lot. Like the comics industry needs that.
Yeah.
Also, too, if you're out there and you're picking that up too, the Energon Universe 2026 special. Make sure you guys are picking that up. It's really good as well. It's a bunch of anthologies and everything in it. But definitely, if you guys can find this, it's a good read too. And it kind of stands outside within. It has like little mini stories of all the other characters and books throughout it. But there is an actual M.A.S.K. story in there as well. I can't wait for D4.
Lord Palpatine, it's good to see you. We're actually wrapping it up right now. I still have my ash can from San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. There you go. And I do love the ash cans. That's what that whole convention was built off back in the days. I used to love those. You know,
I thought it was cool. They gave that out while we were all waiting on Kirkman to say one way or the other on that Energon Universe animated series that we all knew was coming, but he was like, nah. What?
All right. Well,
we're good to go.
I think we are too, man. It's always been fun and everything. So a couple of key things. Make sure you guys are subscribing to It's Chad, and actually make sure you guys are tuning in. He's got something going on tomorrow, like he does every Sunday. Make sure you guys are tuning in. If you're not a channel member, you might want to actually be a channel member because the channel member chats are absolutely fantastic, and they take into a whole different region of what you can't see on the main show. So definitely do that. Make sure you guys are jumping over and subscribing to the Shadow Nose Network. We're working always and putting good stuff on. 2 great channels doing 2 great things. If you're having problems with the notifications, because a lot of you guys have said you're having problems with notifications, check our actual socials. Make sure, I know Chad's on 100% on Facebook, on Instagram. Make sure you guys are checking out. I just saw somebody said they got notified through Facebook. So make sure you're checking it out if YouTube's running with their.
It's the only reason I even have Instagram or Facebook anymore. I can't stand those cesspools. It's just to put it out there like, hey, this is what's going on.
And that's what to do too. We also got a absolute Discord. It's called the Syndicate Discord, and that's the network home of Sarlacc, Bliss Transmission, and SKN. All your hot takes, go over there and make sure you guys are checking that out. Again, anything, purchase order links, want to talk about anything, Megaforce, and all your who can beat who. You can do that over on the Syndicate Network and everything at Discord. and it's free to charge. And also, we got an app, Toy Hunter. Make sure if you're having a hard time and you want your collections all in your hand, make sure you guys are going over to toyhunter.com or going over to the Apple or the Android store. It's all on both. If you want to know a convention in the area, there's a radar feature. You want to basically store all your collections in there, you can do that. It's free to download. Try it. It's the fastest growing app for the collector community there. And that's all the spielo I've got, because those are pay points and something. But anything else you want to throw in, Chad? What's Sunday like, man? What are we looking for, my friend?
Just celebrating dads.
There you go.
It's what we're doing tomorrow. One of the best things I've ever done with my life is being a dad. And I just want to hang out with other dads. I know a lot of people are, they're doing this with their family, they're doing that with their family, and God knows I'm happy for you, but I will be here and I will be right here in this chair. So I just want to celebrate Father's Day, because us dads, we don't always get the, all the pomp and circumstance and the hoopla that, moms get and stuff. And that's all well and good, but yeah.
Also, too, one thing that I've always done is that if you didn't have a father in your life, chances are there was a guy that 100% contributed to your life in a very positive way. And maybe, you don't see them as a father, but they're a father figure. Don't waste time. Give them a phone call. Just thank them. Sometimes those older gentlemen that gave us that one piece of advice, and I've got a lot of great ones in my life that basically shaped that situation. Just appreciative, like, hey, man, thanks for the advice. If you have friends that are fathers and they're doing a good job, and it's so hard for them to constantly do a good job, call them up and say, hey, man, appreciate what you're doing. Keep doing the thing. Keep the path you're on. That's how we build a better world together, is by keeping fathers going when they need a little help. It's a very good mental health thing. So you guys do that. We're going to have a great Sunday. I will be in the chat. Looking forward to it. I know Chet will too. And other than that, man, I'm looking forward to next month, my friend. We got some good stuff going.
Hell yeah, we're going to talk some M.A.S.K. Can't wait.
All right, Mr. Maddox, close this out, my friend.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, thank you all for hanging out. That's been a fun show. It's long. Look for more information. We'll get everything posted for the next show whenever we decide on what date works. But do some follow up. There's some quick search will find the issues you should read that have M.A.S.K sprinkled in, because we will touch on that before we get into the first issue of M.A.S.K. Hopefully we'll be able to get through to the second issue of M.A.S.K as well. And we want to kind of start getting this up to be more like up to date of like what's going on and the issues that are coming out currently. So I appreciate everyone for stopping by and hanging out for us with us for this 2 hours and 37 minutes. You have been watching the definitive show, the Energon War Room, about all things Energon Universe. Let us know in the chat and descriptions and every comment that you leave after this on what you'd like to see in the show moving forward. So for Chad, Alex, and myself, thank you all. And we will see you all again next time on Energon War Room. Thank you and see you later.